let's play some D&D. So last week, last Friday, when we left off, you had traveled from Astoria to the necropolis at Telemaque in order to complete your final labor before sailing the seas to hopefully confront the Titans Sidon and Lutheria and stop the impending doom of all Thylea. Along the way, on the road, you found an escaped slave, a former slave, a minotaur from Mitros by the name of Peltor, who was surrounded by some mercenary bandits attempting to either kill him or capture him and bring him in. You stepped in with some quick thinking and made the bandits beat feet out of there and followed Peltor to his cave where you spent the night before proceeding deeper into the Mithril Mountains the next day. Passing high over the first ridge down into the green valley between the two ridges, you left your horses in the base of the valley among some nice trees and some luscious grass and proceeded up the all too quiet, snowy, treacherous path of the dead with Lorius and Kira in tow. I'm hearing something, by the way. Somebody have music going on? Okay. Along your way up the path of the dead, you came around a corner and some harpies started to try and enchant you with their song, getting you to leap across the cliff, or more appropriately, possibly even leap to an unknown doom in the misty valley below. After dispatching them, you continued on, finding the bridges in the canyon leading to the necropolis of Telemaque. Damon on the bridge allowed you passage once you handed him the Dragon Lord coin that was gifted you at the very beginning of your quest. And you spent the next several minutes a quick glance over of the many tombs carved into the sheer rock face around you. Scattered bones, broken pillars, and statues lay all about. In a very short amount of time, you identified the large pyramid-type tomb of Valmitria, and then the much smaller but much fancier than the rest tomb of Xander. Knowing that this, or thinking that this would be the object of your quest, you approached the stone door to the tomb of Xander, and Lycus was able to effortlessly pull the door open, revealing a passageway inside. You stepped into the dark, moist interior. There's an antechamber of sorts with fine mosaics detailing the history of the Dragon Lords in Thylea all around you, and you stared down a passage, seeing it split to the left and to the right beyond some stairs. And that is where we left off. So, let me pull up the map and we will get into it. Sorry. Do. All right. Let me share it with y'all. So, as a reminder, you are currently in the Hall of Xander. The hall around you is dark and wet. Stone archways are holding up the ceiling, and there are empty torch brackets lining the walls at regular intervals. Lycus had casted dancing lights illuminating the area just before we broke last time, and the floor descends down into interlocking steps of stone. At the rear of the hall, you see a passageway, which is to the north of your characters on the map. A passageway beyond the large kneeling statue in front of you that splits off to the left and to the right. Now, we don't have to do this in initiative order, because that would probably be a little bit too cumbersome, but I am going to have to always know your marching order. You are going to move your tokens kind of one at a time, and don't go past your normal movement speed, if that makes sense. Okay? Because this is a maze and things can happen. The scene is yours. What would y'all like to do?
I'm gonna go up and inspect this mosaic. That's interesting. Well, there goes the idea of a very easy one room. There's the thing you're looking for.
That it does.
Oh, God. All right. Looks like we get to do a little crypt diving.
Who wants to go ahead?
I can take point.
Do you know how to navigate a crypt?
I mean, I've been known to sneak around places.
Have you been in a crypt?
You old dog. Well then. I was going to say just hug the left wall and you can't get lost, but if you have experience with this, by all means, brother, you can take the point. I will gladly volunteer not to take point. And I walk next to him and give him like a little nudge. All right, bud, you're up.
All right.
I'll follow Cyanus.
Before I really start getting in, I'm gonna reach into my bag, grab my makeup kit, and basically just get like one of the old brushes that I have had in it, and basically mark our path that we go, so we can be like, oh, okay, we already went this way. Or, hey, this is the way out.
Okay.
I'd like to reach in my bag, get my fishing tackle, and prepare my fishing line for a very similar reason, on the off chance that we get separated.
Okay. Easy enough. Point of order. Unless you wish other size, Lycus, I think it'd be simplest to consider that Lorius is going to kind of try and stay close to you the whole time. If you want to try and lose him or tell him to bug off, that's fine. But that way I'm not constantly moving a token around. Or you should be able to move around too if you want to.
No, I got it. That's fine.
Okay.
He's such an
Just keep
ugly
him
token.
relatively close to you.
Glorious.
And Kira is going to kind of always be like in the middle of y'all, so she can hear all of you, and she's going to be writing a lot as she does. You're welcome to ask her whatever you want. You can talk to them, etc., but just for positioning purposes.
I will take the rear. I'll offer that for positioning.
I got the rear. Or close to it, I mean. No. Yeah. We got this.
So, first thing I want to see is how high are the walls? Or, like, is this an open chamber, or is it just like walls and then space?
There is a ceiling, if that's what you're asking. It's about 15 feet up. It seems carved smoothly, just like everything else has been carved directly into the cold stone of this mountain.
Okay.
The walls are about 5 feet apart. And they're, unless I say otherwise somewhere else in this tomb, they're all slick, finely crafted. You'll get some dew on them, etc., but that's pretty much it. And everything, unless you're providing your own light source, or I say otherwise, is completely dark.
Okay. And the walls are floor to ceiling from that description?
They are.
Okay.
They are.
Never mind. Shit. Alright. Okay. Heads or tails?
Well, Ina has both.
What
You do too, Lycus.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm looking at you.
What are you suggesting for that?
Left or right?
Left. You always hike the left wall. It's always the safe route.
Yeah, well, safe
Just
route.
keep your hand on the left wall and just walk around. Can't get lost, promise.
Alright. So then start going down the left path.
Okay, I need you to start your timer.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, thanks, boss. That's when the evil starts.
No. I just had a bad thought. Arya just had a very bad thought.
Yeah, well, timer started. Don't have thoughts.
No, I didn't start yet.
How do you want to play the dancing lights? I can have them in front of people. I'm just wondering how you want to play it. Do I have to physically say, I will send it up? Oh, it's too far. You know, how do you want to?
So there are 4 main party members. I'm fine with assuming that, unless otherwise stated, you're going to keep one over each one of their heads, assuming they're within range. And then if you want to intentionally move one away, just let me know. And if it's important as to who you're moving it away from, I'll ask, but I doubt it'll be that important. So.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. All right. Let's do this.
All right. And starting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
Oh my god, I can't see anybody else's tokens.
Just keep dragging forward.
Lorius doesn't exist. Just leave him there, he's ugly.
Okay. I'm gonna leave him back there, and if you ever need to grab him for some reason, he'll be back at the beginning. Alright, so let's let one person's move resolve, and then the next person go, and the next person. So Science moves up, and then Ina, you can just drop right behind him wherever you want. Obviously, you don't have to count squares if you're staying behind
I can't
Science.
see him, though. Like, I don't know where he is.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, there we go.
Maybe we could just... maybe we should just say, like, moved. Or finished or something like that for if we can't see.
No, it's fine. You guys just stay behind Science. It's fine. Science just give everybody a second to catch up, and then you can keep going.
There we go.
Okay?
Okay. Actually,
You can
Cyan
move
is
with your arrow keys. I didn't realize that.
You can. They move one square at a time.
In the deep, dark,
All right.
nasty labyrinth.
First or second?
Stay to the left!
Yeah, all right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You'd think he'd have heard me the first time. Stay to the left. Now, if we fall into a pit of despair and he dies, wrong left. You're on. Oh, y'all left me. Oh, God.
Hurry up!
Oh, what's on this path? Oh, never mind. Stay left.
Alright, so I had heard Euron was taking the rear, but Lycus is in the rear. That's why. This is important, or it can be important. So which one of y'all's in the rear?
Well, since I already declared I would follow up behind her since I had the light sources, I'm going to say it even though you have clearly made it evident that I shouldn't be in the back just now.
That's not necessarily true. So I'm just making sure I'm telling you that position matters. That's all I'm telling you.
See, the problem is Euron is now going to be continuously just like talked to the whole time we're in this walk. Like,
I will take
All right.
that burden.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so if y'all go ahead and keep going. Lycus, if you're in the back.
Oh, shit.
Lord, Euron's right there. Obviously, she's the next main party member up. Kira is between Ina and Euron, but Lorius is within arm's reach of you. Is he between you and Euron, or is he in the tail?
I guess technically he would be behind me. I wouldn't have him in front of me.
Okay, that's fine. No problem.
But he would probably be scared shitless, which would be true to Lorius. And he's going to want to be sandwiched.
He's going to do whatever you want him to
So
do.
it's going to be very hard for me to talk to Euron, so therefore she would approve him to be there. So yeah, he's sandwiched in between Euron and me because she really would appreciate his quietness over me. That makes more sense.
Up to you. That's fine.
Lycus can always yell at Euron over Glorious.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, sounds good
And
to
he's
me.
just looking at me with those stupid googly eyes of his.
Okay, go ahead and leave a space
Hurry up,
between you and
Lycus.
Euron for that, and then you go ahead and move up.
Coming, dear.
All right, good to go.
Oh wait, should there be a space between me and Ina?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Kira's kind of like, it's Kira. She's a god. She writes stuff. Don't worry about it.
She
She's
floats
just gonna
through
phase
us.
through the walls.
Yeah, she just floats through us.
1,
Like, oh, what a
2,
nice
3,
labyrinth.
4, 5,
She's
6.
crawling on the ceiling.
Yeah,
Hey,
oh, God.
I found a door.
Okay. So, As you turn the corner, a very ornate-looking, petrified wooden door stands before you. There are no engravings, but there is an inscription. No engravings as in pictures, but there is an inscription along the top. It states, "Those who would plunder Xander's tomb must face the wrath of the Horned Ones." The door swings open in the middle. It's cracked in the middle. And there's two handles on either side. They appear to be polished brass, although they've discolored a little bit over time. And that's all you see.
All right. Well, no way out but forward. So in we go.
Let's have mercy.
I take my great axe out as I cross the threshold.
Okay.
I wait until I cross the threshold before I draw my sword.
All right.
Got it.
And that's 5 minutes.
Okay. So, for the room, as you crack open these wooden doors and pull them towards you, you step inside. A stench of blood and decomposing innards wafts up upon each and every one of you down the hallway behind Cyanus. Glancing throughout the room, you see animal carcasses and slabs of meat ripped apart and hanging from the ceiling on heavy rusted chains and massive-looking fish hooks. Two of the hanging bodies on either corner appear to have at one point been human farmers. The stone floor is stained black by an indeterminable amount of time passing with blood soaking the floor all around you. This appears to be a feeding chamber or a lair of sorts. I need somebody to roll me. Oh, where's that? Come here. A d20.
I can.
Go for it.
11?
Okay.
Sorry, food just got here.
No, you're okay.
All right. Well, I'm not alone here. To the left.
I can't breathe. Oh.
Yeah, and if we keep moving, we won't have to breathe. Do I need to set another timer?
Not yet.
Okay. Not yet.
He had me roll a
Not yet.
d20. I rolled an 11. For context.
Cyanus, could you please just hurry the fuck up? It stinks in here.
Yes, Your Highness.
Thank you for finally recognizing that.
After you, Aina.
Oh, God. Ah.
I'm moving. Keep your shorts on.
Ah, you smell that?
Yes.
It's on my boots.
You're muted, Austin.
All right, so I'm not taking a left here. It's a dead end.
Oh, then you just follow the wall left. If you hit a dead end, you keep going right.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, so Cyanus, step out into the hallway. Aina follows. As you're about to cross the threshold, go ahead and back up y'all's tokens a little bit. As you're about to cross the threshold with Lorius and Lycus behind you, you hear these heavy, hollow footsteps clanging on the stone floor behind you. The door that you just walked through bursts open. You see this massive, hairy minotaur with skulls hanging around his chest, a giant golden shield with a lion head on it, a vicious-looking brass axe with the eyes flaring a bit, black curled horns charging at you directly at Lycus. I need everybody to roll for initiative. Thankfully, you're not surprised.
What the fuck?
Presumably Euron sees it and yells to warn Aina
That's
and
fine.
I think it just blew through the door, hurling and screaming and charging. I'm pretty sure they were like, "What's that?"
What'd you roll, Sinus?
22.
All right. Anybody else above 20? 15 to 20?
I got an 18.
18 Lycus. All right. Ina, you're on. Doesn't matter which one.
I got a 5.
7.
Got it. All right. So all of you hear this. You hear Lycus scream out. You hear Euron scream out. The doors bust open. Sinus, what are you gonna do? You can move through friendly spaces if you choose to do so, but it is difficult terrain.
All right. Gonna make my way back to that room. So that's 15, 25, 30. Then I'm just gonna dash to use the other, to get another 30 on
Bonus action dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you see this massive-looking Minotaur bearing
By the
down
way,
on
he's not
Lycus.
showing on my map.
Oh, let me fix his visibility. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I was trying to
Got
theater
it.
to mind this, but holy shit! Holy
That's a big
Fuck! Oh, that's a mean-looking son of a bitch right behind me.
Oh god!
I think you backed up too far. You're on. Loris, I need you.
I'm here, Lycus.
Fucking do something.
All right, Science, what are you doing? Anything else?
I mean, I can't really do anything else.
Well, that was your movement and your bonus action.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna hurl my spear at it.
Go for it.
Uh, 27.
27's a hit.
A little bit. And since Lycus is right beside him, guess who gets some fucking sneak attack damage?
I'm here to help you, bro. That's what I do.
Alright. 11, 15, 16, and what is that? Okay, so 21 damage.
21 damage. Nice. All right, anything else?
I'll be up.
All right, so you see this massive Minotaur charging down the hallway after you. Sinus pops out from the dark, throws Grimstalker, slams it to him, cuts open his shoulder, whips back around. He's still charging full bore at you. Lycus, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I freaked
just-
the fuck out.
Real quick, to be safe, he's actually charging at you. He wasn't actually right there, but there. Just because that matters for opportunity attack and
It
stuff.
does matter, opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna see this nasty, wicked-looking axe in his hand. Is it metal?
It is.
Okay, good.
It appears
Because
to be
I'm
bronze.
going. Excellent. I love bronze. Superconductor. Not really, but it is today. Heat metal. I'm going to concentrate on that thing and try to get that wicked-looking weapon out of his hand. So I'm going to cast heat metal on him, choosing a manufactured metal object. I cause it to glow red hot. Any creature within physical contact of the object takes 2d8 fire damage when I cast a spell. And on subsequent turns, I use a bonus action to cause the damage again. If he is holding it, he will take damage. He must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or he will drop the object. If he does not drop the object, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Okay, cool. So, you got fire damage to roll, right?
Yes, I do. That's
Go
what I
for
just
it.
want to make sure.
Yes, sir.
And cast. Roll the damage. That is a 6. It's a D8. It can't be a 9. 13. Oh, it
All
shows
right.
it. Sweet. 13 fire damage. And his axe just begins to glow red hot, and you see his hands start to smoke. I need a Constitution saving throw from him, DC 14.
Roll to 20.
Yeah. Okay,
so
he keeps a hold of it, but he has disadvantage on attacks and ability checks.
got it. All right.
And then I run up over here. I grab Lorius and just throw him. Like, get the fuck out. I can't move him. You have him. I throw him, like, to the other wall. Like, you know, run by kind of... Because I don't know if you're actually going to make him have a turn. That's why I'm saying this.
I am.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, as if he was... Okay, well, if you're going to do something with him, then... No. Lorius, get the hell out of the way now! Alright,
Okay.
you're up.
All right, so it is actually Lorius' turn. He rolled a 14. He is going to... and he's going to dart across the room, and while he's doing so, you're going to see him throw his hand out and say some strange arcane word, and he is going to cast Sacred Flame against the Minotaur. Dexterity saving throw. That is... he succeeds, so he doesn't take 1d8 radiant damage. And that was a cantrip, and that's all he can do because an action. So,
I stare at him so harshly right now.
what are we doing? All right, so there is 4 of y'all against the wall. It is the Minotaur's turn. Somebody roll me a 1d4. Euron's 1, Lycus is 2, Science is 3, Lorius is 4.
I rolled a 2.
All
I
right.
also rolled a 2.
Okay, well, Lycus was in the back, so that makes sense. So he is going to, and he'd cast a heat metal on him. So he is going to see Lycus, and he is going to charge across the room. You see
I'm a
that
big boy.
that bronze great axe glowing red hot. He drops into the shield. He's holding him. He drops his arms down, lowers his head, and slams towards you with his horns.
It's a good thing they're so wide, they're gonna just hit the wall. I'm good.
That's right. 16 with disadvantage.
Fuck! Yeah, he hit.
All right.
Can I reaction Sentinel?
to stop him from moving and everything? Is that Sentinel, right?
No, that's the damage one. Well, it does stop them from moving, but he's already
Yeah.
moved. But it gives her an attack on him.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can Sentinel strike him. Let me roll damage first.
Yeah, of course.
So he lowers his head, charges right through. You see this vicious horn slam into the side of Lycus and hit the stone wall behind. You see your stone crumble off, and Lycus doubles over in agony. Lycus, you're going to take 24 points of piercing damage as the horn slams into your side. He rips his head violently from left to right, dragging you against the wall, and jerks his head out. You're on. You get the attack. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I tried. 15.
15's a miss.
Shit, I'm sorry. And that was full damage too. I'm sorry.
So you're rocking your spear, right?
That is my longsword.
Longsword, okay. So longsword comes out, wham, slams into that lion face on the shield. He deflects it against the wall, crushing it there for a second. As he lets it go, you see a stone imprint in the stone wall where the sword and shield were. He comes back. I feed tonight.
No, you fucking
And-
don't.
Let's see. That's it for Minotaur. You're on. You're up. What are you gonna do?
We're kind of pinned at the moment, so. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. For my action, I am going to activate Shield Wall.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure what we're going to be doing, but I'd rather have a little more AC if this thing hits hard. Actually, no, that's my bonus action. That's a bonus action. Yay! Bonus action. So that means that Lycus's AC is going to go up by 2 because he's standing. Actually, no. Yeah, so it goes up by 2 because he's standing next to someone with a shield. And I get an extra 1. Cyanus gets an extra 1. Glorious gets an extra 2.
Awesome. So everybody's tracking that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a
Real
bonus
quick
action.
before I forget, Lycus, I need a strength saving throw. This is a function of his charge attack. I forgot to call it out.
He hit me. He hit me so hard.
I'm sorry, darling.
19.
19. All right.
I'll take it.
You're
I'll
good.
take it.
That's a very good thing. Okay, go ahead and continue. You're on. Sorry for that.
So that was bonus action, and the main action. I'm going to put up my sword, and I'm going to try and hit a bitch.
Go for
Once
it.
again. No. That's an 11.
11 misses. Sorry.
No.
This time you slam your sword down diagonally, but even though you hit on his arm, his hide is just too thick to penetrate, and it more scrapes off hair and dirt than anything else.
Well, fuck you. I'm getting another set of dice. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Ina, you're up.
You traitorous little bastards.
Okay, I am going to turn my ass around and see what all the commotion is about.
Okay.
I can move through the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember our rule for moving through friendly creatures is they have to allow it, and it still counts as difficult terrain.
Okay. Can I move through all y'all?
Yes.
Yeah. 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 Yes!
Oh, he's right there.
Yes.
He's like, what the fuck?
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
I'm going to dart between Euron and Lycus and this Minotaur guy. And take a
Gives me.
swing at him.
Coming through.
That's fine.
Gives
I'm
me.
gonna fix the tokens a little bit. Technically, he's halfway in the wall. Shouldn't be able to do that.
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
That'll work.
She skirts over this impaling horn. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just here.
It's 19. Does a 19 hit him?
19 hits.
Alrighty. Oh, I'm also gonna rage.
Okay.
So 12 plus 2, 14 damage on my first attack.
You got it.
And then, hold on. I thought I got to attack again.
You should have extra attack, yes.
Yeah, you should have second attack.
Where is that at on my sheet? Though I'm not.
I think you just roll it. You don't have to use it.
Oh
It's
no, I
part
see
of
it now.
your-
It's under features and traits. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna attack him again and be like, "You need to stand down, sir. We didn't come here for this bullshit." And I rolled a 2, so I'm not gonna hit him.
Okay, Karen.
The first one finds home. He doubles over for a second, slashes out with the axe, narrowly missing you. You return the stroke, but he steps his giant leg out of the way, snarls at you. That's it. Are you done, Ina?
I'm done.
Cyanus, you're up.
All right. Just staying where I am. Just jabbing at him.
Go for it.
Right. That's a 28.
28's a hit.
Go. And since we're all getting piled on him again, 11, 14, 15, and 19 damage.
19. Nice. Anything else, buddy?
Then I'm just gonna disengage and move into the corner.
Okay. You got it. Lycus, you're up.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at him, snap my fingers, and just be like, "Fuck off!" And I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna burn that weapon in his hand again.
Okay.
2d8. That's an 8 plus. No, that's right. There's no bonus. 8.
You got it.
God, that is 16. Okay. Oh, that hurts so much. I'm gonna disengage, and I'm gonna fall back here with Cyanus. Or fuck. I'm gonna go to this corner. Because I don't want to, if he gets pissed off and runs towards me, I don't want him to hit the others. But just trying to get some room between him and that swinging axe. So he needs to make it.
So remember, you won't have that extra 2 AC because you're not standing next to someone with a shield.
I also don't have. He'd also have to take 2 attacks to get to me, which I feel better about. But I don't know. I'm just going off with it. So Lycus is running because that fucking hurt. That took him down heavy. He's not here to play with that big fucker. So he needs to make a DC 14 Constitution save to hold on to his weapon. And then I'd use disengage as my action.
Roll a 17, buddy.
That's fine. He still holds it, but disadvantage remains.
100%. All right.
And then I'm gonna give. Fuck, I can't give myself bardic inspiration. I'm gonna give it to Euron and be like, stab that fucker! Ah! Just kind of fucking just scream it at her and like just anger and rage. So you'll get a bardic inspiration die 1d8 now, and it cannot roll under a 2, so its minimum is a 2.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it for me.
All right, you got it. So Lorius is going to see you dart out. Lycus! Oh my god, what happened? Lycus, come here! Stay still, stay still. He reaches over and a little bit too forcefully slams his hand on your wound, and you feel this warm sensation spread throughout your body. And you are going to recover 7 hit points as he casts Cure Wounds on you.
When the fuck could you cast spells?
Let's talk later.
Good idea. We'll talk later.
He jumps out a little bit and kind of stands in between you and him. He's got the blowgun out. He has his legs wide, head down in like a ramming type position, standing there in between you and your foe.
Oh no. Get behind.
All right, so
no.
Minotaur's up. He looks at Ina and looks at Euron, glances throughout the room. You won't escape. And he is going to disengage and dart out of the room.
What?
And you hear this sound of like stone on stone grinding echoing from down the hallway. All right, that was his turn. You're up.
The door just shut behind it?
The door's wide open.
Door's wide open. Hold on, I gotta move my map around a little bit. I vote we get away from him. So I'm not sure what to do, because oh fuck. Did he go, just so I'm clear, did he go through the door?
He ran back out the way he came in.
He ran back out the way he came in. It's not gonna do much. I'm gonna walk over, I'm gonna shut that door.
Okay. You slam him towards you and hold him tight, breathing heavy, listening for any sounds. Give me a perception check.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Why couldn't I roll that good when I was attacking?
As the echoing sounds of the footsteps throughout the labyrinth kind of fade into the distance and that stone grinding sound came to a halt just as you were moving toward the door, you stand there for several long seconds listening, trying to hone in on any sign of danger. But you hear nothing except for your rapidly beating heart.
I don't hear anything.
Where the fuck did he go?
It doesn't matter. Like, he's gone though. So like, let's just continue forward. I feel like there's no reason chasing him down.
Yeah. I'll take point again.
I think I'm going to bring up the rear this time.
You know,
I can take a hit much better than you can.
yeah, you know, I how noble of you.
All right.
Kind of reach out, have Lorius help me up, and then we kind of hobble off.
As he pulls you up, you hear the sound of, you hear metallic sounds coming from somewhere like just behind you on the floor, almost as though you dropped your coin purse. And as you glance over your shoulder, getting pulled up by Lorius, you see this dark, old, weathered bag with the rawhide string wrapped around it.
What's that?
About a foot in diameter.
What in diameter?
About a foot in diameter. It doesn't seem full. It's just a relatively large
A big
sack.
bag. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Reach down and grab it.
You pick it up and you hear the clinking sounds of probably, to your very trained eye, jewels and coins.
Absolutely. Spoils be found. I open it up.
All right, so inside, you guys can copy this or I can write it down for later.
Treasurer.
Yep.
Inside, you find 600, and all these coins are very, very old, very tarnished. Some, though, a lot more new, as though they were recent acquisitions. You have 600 copper,
Yeah.
254 silver,
100 copper, 250 silver,
115 gold,
15.
and 6 various pieces of jewelry. They're nice, they're shiny, and they're each worth 25 gold pieces. But they are pieces of jewelry in case you need pieces of jewelry for anything later on.
Okay.
And they just fell out almost as when I stood up.
Glancing back down in confusion, you notice that they were jammed up in the corner. The bag, the reason it's dark is because it's soaked in blood, and they were half covered by the lower half of some type of strange animal torso.
Oh, this poor beast was not able to spend his wealthy wares, so allow me to do so in his stead.
And then I just catch all the coins. And just like, nope, here we go.
Kobe. Oh, I can't even say that anymore.
Well, I mean, you still can. You still can. It's still a tribute.
You know. I'm sad-faced. Okay, moving on.
All right, so 5-minute timer. I need you to start it.
All right, give me just a sec. Pull back up.
No worries.
And go. All right. I'm just gonna keep moving forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
After you, gentlemen.
We're gonna leave Lorius' token there, but he's with y'all. Just keep a space. Do you want him in front of you or behind you, Lycus?
No, he'll be in front of me.
Okay, you got it.
What's this skeleton?
Along the way, as you've noticed, you have seen skeletons propped up against the wall, some dismembered, some not. They don't really catch your attention because of your environment and all the various skeletons you saw outside, but they appear to either have been cleaved into several pieces, or they just fell to rest, kind of like fell asleep and then just died in place as though they got trapped.
Wonderful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know, when I tell this story to my son, I don't think I'm going to include this part.
What, the bones?
Yeah, very much.
No, that's how you build all the flair. Come on, you need theatrics. Trust me, take it from a professional. This is how you really get the mood set on the dangerous aspect of this entire campaign. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, Ina. Oh, almost bumped into you. You gotta explain all of it. Actually, add skeletons. Add hooks on the ceilings.
4, 5, 6.
There already were hooks on the ceilings, but
Yeah, but add more. Embellish it. Don't just leave it to one room. Like, really sell this.
then I'll tell my son, but perhaps I'm not going to tell my wife.
There you go. There, even better. You know, it's perfectly fine. No, trust. Oh shit. No, wait, where'd they go? Oh,
Hold left.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't think you actually listened.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't understand why someone would build this. There are many ways to honor a hero.
What if they didn't build it?
I wonder who did.
Well, I mean, like, maybe they didn't build it for, you know, well, I mean, somebody built it. Clearly, it's been carved. Look at this stone. I mean, like, it's been laid.
Like the Dragon Lord just found this.
Well, maybe.
Kira chimes
Kira.
in.
Forgot about her.
No, it was quite built for Xander. People have a bad habit of stealing things from the most rich and powerful, and so they wanted to protect him. Yes, they wanted to protect him even in his slumber. And that is why Damon cursed the Minotaurs and this labyrinth was built, and so the story goes anyway. They also said that there were various pitfalls for people who would venture in unaware of the path to take.
Pitfalls? You mean like the floor falls out?
I don't know if it's quite that literal, but traps should be expected, I would imagine.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lycus, if I happen to die before you during this whole hero process, please make sure I don't get anything nearly as fancy as this. This is just... Oh, fuck, where'd you go?
My darling, I assure you, I will not allow you to have anything fancy as this. This is gaudic. This is terrible. I'm going to put you on a boat and light it on fire and sail you down Thylea's river by myself.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think I actually appreciate it. Yeah. Anything value I have can go to the bottom of a river.
Well, no, you'll be naked. I mean, we got to take care of your son and your wife, so your stuff will be shared to them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, more doors.
Oh no.
Yeah,
oh,
that means we won't be in a fucking hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open the door.
Alright, so.
Open door.
Calm down there, Cyanus. Or the next door you randomly open without checking with me is going to explode into your face.
Mimic.
The door is similar in construction to the other, except this inscription reads, "Those who would defile the tomb of Xander will face the sharp spears of his most loyal guardians."
Well, it's a good thing we're not here to steal anything. Just take what's rightfully not his.
As you open the door, you see a square chamber about 15 feet by 15 feet. On the sides, they have these barrel extrusions carved out of the stone. They appear more ornamental than anything. But the floor is completely littered with bones of various sizes and shapes, discarded weapons, and rusted shields. You see these pillars are flanking alcoves, housing marble statues of priests and acolytes.
By the way, we got to the door right at 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. A hallway fight.
Somebody roll me a d20.
Not me.
17.
17.
He don't come from the front. He comes from the side. Like
he's coming to the walls, man.
Game over.
Hey, Bill.
1 second.
Game over, man. Game over. So sad that dude died.
I know. From your left-hand side, the hallway that has not yet been explored, you hear a rough grating sound, almost like sandpaper. And a small clinking sound and heavy, hollow footsteps proceeding down the hallway.
Like towards us, or I just hear it?
As though they're coming in your direction.
Okay. All right, guys, get ready. I hear something else. Coming through the hallway.
Correct.
I think maybe we should get in that room.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Have a little more space to move around.
I'm gonna walk in, get into the corner.
Okay.
What the fuck? I said stay left! God damn it, it's a hole! Oh, this is the gray room of death that you put us in. Wonderful. That's simply wonderful.
Something's coming down that hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we stay
yeah.
left, we find that thing.
And if we're in the room of death, clearly it won't happen to us too, right?
Maybe Euron and I can hold him off at the door.
Oh, yes. Wonderful.
So.
And I will have my sword out, and then I'm just gonna listen.
Okay.
I want Lorius to spot.
Go for it.
I can't move him. There you go.
You hear the heavy footsteps. Dum, dum, dum. You see the bright white, bony structure of the Minotaur and horn come into the doorway. Through the doorway. As it continues to move forward, you see a fleshless face
Wonderful.
with hollow eye sockets, an exposed rib cage with a massive bronze, cracked, old, weathered great axe in the hallway just outside your door.
Another one?
A little different. Oh, look at him. Isn't he? Can he fit through the door?
They can squeeze into the area. So, as you can tell from their bulk and the way they're moving, their bones grinding up against the stone walls as they come down the hallways, they are having a harder time moving through. The other Minotaur, the alive one, was able to twist his body expertly around and avoid
oh, good lord.
this movement encumbrance.
Oh, she hasn't seen it. That's right.
No.
No.
Sorry,
Alright, I
Allison, I
need
can't see it.
Yeah.
I need-
yeah.
everybody to roll for initiative.
Yeah. You just see Lycus's eyes just.
Maybe I think
Dirty
I'll
20.
just peek and lean back and just go. It's undead. Zionis.
The undead ones would leave us alone because we had like permission to be here. Or maybe that was just like on the way here.
The undead in this place have nothing to do with Damon giving you permission. He's kind of like a soul guardian separate from these guys.
Okay.
Damon gave us permission to come into the come to the necropolis. Didn't give us permission to go deep into the tomb.
All right, so 20 to 25,
20.
15 to 20.
16.
We roll on for Lorius. 10 to 15.
I got a 10.
All right. You're on where you at?
9.
9. What's your dex modifier?
9? Oh god.
Yep.
+1.
Okay. You got it. Alright. So you see this massive Minotaur skeleton grind into view. Cyanus, you have the initiative. What are you gonna do?
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna move down just a little bit just so I can see what the fuck is coming. And then I'll toss my spear through the door.
Go for it.
Also, didn't know that apparently at level 5 I got another hit sneak attack die. So now I guess I do 4d6.
Nice.
That'll be a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Okay.
This would not be sneak attack though.
No, I know.
Okay. Let's make sure we're on the same page because you mentioned it.
Yeah, I was just trying to like go through my stuff, and I realized that. Oh, hey, that value changed. All right, that'll be a 12. 12 to hit.
Nice.
12 damage.
12 damage. You got it. Anything else?
Then I'm just going to stay right here.
All right. I know you're up. What are you gonna do?
Ina and Lygus under that shield wall.
While you're thinking, Ina, real quick. As you go to act, Ina, the Grimstalker flies back past your face from where Cyanus threw it down the hallway, and you see that massive white Minotaur bone skeleton turn to look at Cyanus, and you see those black hollow eye sockets get rimmed in a familiar violet light.
Oh, it's his
nice.
favorite friend.
Okay.
All right.
I'll make Cyanus aware of that. I will step up to the door. Do I have to, is he at the door, or do I need to cross back into the hallway?
He's like right on the edge, so I mean, I'll put him there for you, make it easy. Unless you
Okay.
want him to be outside the door, I don't really care either way.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing at him.
Go for it.
25 to hit.
25 hits.
For 8 damage.
8 damage, you got it.
Swing at him again. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Oh.
Okay.
For 14 damage.
Nice. You got it. So Great Axe comes around twice, and you see bits of bone shards fly off here and there. You catch his horn on an upward thrust. The tip flies off. He clambers back and starts lumbering back towards you. Anything else?
No, that's it for me. Oh wait.
All right.
I think. Yeah. No, I'll stay.
Okay. Lorius is up. He is going to bounce over into the corner, and he is going to cast Sacred Flame. And I saved. Well, the thing saved. Alright, so you
Darius,
see
when we're done, I want to know where you learned to cast.
hand comes out, it lights up around the skeleton, but it doesn't seem to have an effect. Lycus, what are we gonna do? Lycus, you're up.
We're gonna fuck it up! And then I'm going to... I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery at it.
Okay.
I'm going to begin playing some really, really, really bad music and hope it can listen and hear, because if it can't hear and it's deaf, it's going to be pointless. So I need a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw, or it will be assaulted by psychic energy.
Ooh, I'm sorry. That's a 20 minus a 1, 19.
Yeah, nothing happens. Be like, fuck, she'd go fuck it up.
All right. Is that it, buddy?
That's it.
All right. So skeleton turn. You see him step back. He's kind of slowly raises that giant bronze great axe, and a massive vertical slice comes down in Ina's direction. That is that was a drop. That was not a roll. So I'm not going to count that as a 19.
Protection.
Protection. Okay. So is that disadvantage?
That is disadvantage.
Okay. First one was a 14 rolled. Second one was a 9 rolled. 15. Is a 15 hit, Ina?
A 15 does hit.
It does hit. Okay.
I thought your armor put you at 16.
My armor put me at 15.
Okay. So Euron tries to jam the shield out, but it kind of narrowly scrapes by her and hits you. That is going to be... Are you raging? No, I don't think so, huh?
Nope.
Okay. 13 slashing damage. As it comes down, kind of tears a little bit of blood off of your chest. That's it for them. You...
For them?
Yes. You hear Kira from the corner. She's over there by Euron. I know you're busy, but you might want to look down. And you see all the scattered bones amongst the floor start to kind of vibrate and rattle and start slowly moving towards each other, and pieces connecting bone into sockets. Euron, you're up.
I can't get to the. And I say, you deal with the big boy. I can't get to him. So I'm gonna turn, focus, and if on any, is there like a spot where a lot of the bones are like gathering together?
Basically, they're kind of scattered throughout. All right, and it seems like everywhere that there is a space between y'all, they're kind of all like shifting and then rolling over there and shifting and rolling as you're moving throughout the room fighting. So as these what appears to be skeletons are forming in the room, they look like they're trying to occupy any space they can. There seem to be several of them, but they're not quite up yet. They're just like coming into being.
Can I see like a skull? Just if there are any skulls amongst the mess?
There's skulls all over the place.
I want to see if I can smash a skull. I don't know if that'll help, but I want to try.
You smash in the forming body, like its central point.
Yeah, exactly. Can I do that?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Give me an attack roll.
Thank you. Good dice. 23.
Okay, 23 is a hit.
What?
Go ahead and roll. It'd be an unarmed strike.
Unarmed? That's 4.
4. All right, I will count that.
And that's like, I want to bring my foot down. I want to try and see if I can smash it onto a...
You got it. It comes down with a sickening thud and a crack. You see it breaks off half the skull of one of these things. The piece that was underneath your foot lies motionless, kind of powdery. The other half keeps on kind of rolling lopsided now towards where it was forming at.
Extra attack? I'm doing it again.
Go for it.
No, that's an 8.
8. The lopsided nature of it is fine to pick the right spot. You slam down and hurt your heel a little bit on the ground, but no impact. Sorry.
Oh, all right. Then that is. I'm just gonna spin my sword and just go. Right. Lycus, you and I know work on the big boy. Cyanus, let's deal with this. Lorius, maybe just help whoever you can.
Okay. All right, Cyanus, you're up.
Yep. I'm just gonna start like kind of spearing at the bones.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and do a couple of things real quick so I can track this, because they weren't really coming in yet, but you guys are being creative and attacking them, so I'm gonna roll with it. A second. Alright, so alright, so you're gonna make an attack roll at the bones that are forming on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's a 27.
Okay. Roll me a d6, please.
That'll be a 4.
Alright, make your damage roll.
Yep. Alright. That'll be 8, 11, 16, 20, 25.
Okay. So this rising mass of skeletal bones starts to rise, come up from the ground. You slam Grimstalker through, and bone shards shatter all over the room, completely obliterating whatever was forming there. Anything else?
Nah, just gonna prep a dodge.
Okay, so you're gonna bonus action dodge.
Yeah.
All right, you got it. Ina, you're up.
I'm swinging at the skeleton in front of me.
Go for it.
The Minotaur skeleton. 15 plus 6, 21. A hit.
21's hit.
For 9 damage.
All right.
Swing again. Does that 18 hit?
18 hits.
For 7 damage.
Nice. By this point, several ribs are missing. One of his giant thigh bones is kind of cracked in two. He's hobbling along. He seems pretty damn wounded. He's still up, though.
Okay. That's it for me.
Okay. Glorious is up. He sees all these skeletons rising around, and he is going to... You see him glance over at Lycus and look back at Cyanus and catches the fear in his eyes of everything that's going on. He's going to cast Sanctuary on Cyanus. So, Cyanus, remember this. For 1 minute, any creature who targets you with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw. Okay? So if I say something attacks you, remind me of that.
Alright.
Why would you cast it on him?
Because these fuckers are trying to kill me.
Yeah, but you're fine. She's the one getting fucked.
If the warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects an enemy creature, the spell ends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's glorious, man. He's trying to figure this stuff out. Okay.
These newfound powers of his.
You're welcome to criticize him when you guys aren't like trying to get killed. All right, so Lycus, you're up.
I'm gonna go for a. Once again, I'm gonna go for the. Shit, I forgot the name of it. Vicious Mockery. So I'm gonna keep playing my music, trying to salt this thing as best I can. I need a DC 14 Wisdom save from you, brother.
Yep. That is. Oof. Make sure I got the right person pulled up. That's an 8.
All right, he's gonna take psychic damage, 4 psychic damage, and he's going to have disadvantage on his next attack.
Awesome. Got it. All right.
That's it for me.
Thank you, thank you. There's no real way for me to do this. So we're just going to do it. I'm about to overload fantasy grounds here.
Bones,
Not
bones,
intentionally.
bones.
Yeah, right? A whole bunch of bones. Fantasy grounds does not like this. Jeez. Give me a second. This is a bad combination of things happening. Alright, so. We're gonna break some D&D rules here, y'all, because there's no way around it.
Rule of fun.
Yeah. Alright, so, here we go. These skeletons finish forming. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You killed one of these, so I'm gonna delete this guy. And these are just gonna be kind of double stacked in here. Alright. So, it's the skeleton's turn. We're going to lead off with the Mentor skeleton face down Ina, and he has disadvantage. Correct, Lycus? That is going to be a 10 plus 6.
Yep.
16 still hits. You're on. Did you want to do your... Well, it's disadvantage anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if that counts as for the condition of me being able to sentinel it.
Why's that?
Well, because it was. Just double check, because I think it means that it needs the creature to be within 5 feet of me, and I'm not sure if corners count.
Yeah, it's close enough. You can do it if you want.
Okay.
And that's gonna be six slashing damage to you, Ina. All right. So, a bunch of things going on now with these skeletons that popped up. Let me handle that.
It's
They're all
okay. I
gonna-
can try thinning them out a bit.
They're all going to lash out. The ones that are close enough to Cyanus are going to try and hit him, obviously. Which is going to be Hoplite Skeleton 2, Skeleton 1, Skeleton 2. And the other two are going to attack Huron. So, Hoplite Skeleton 2 attacking Cyanus.
You want to give me some wisdom saves, boy?
Wisdom save, yes I do. Okay, so here's Skeleton 1. That was a 5. You need to choose a different target. Skeleton 2 was a 17. That was Hoplite Skeleton 1, has choose a different target. Skeleton 1 is a 17, so he gets to attack. And Skeleton 2 was a 18, so he gets to attack. Sorry, buddy.
Okay.
So Hoplite Skeleton 2, he is going to turn his attention to Lorius cowering in the corner, but he only rolled a 8. So he slashes down, Lorius narrowly ducks out of the way, the short sword carves into the wall. Skeleton 1 attacking you, Cyanus. The first roll is a 1, so you dodge out of the way of that one. And Skeleton 2 attacking you rolled an 11.
Nope.
Alright, so now Hoplite Skeleton 1 and Skeleton 3 are both attacking Euron. That is going to be a 15 and a 13, Euron.
Both miss.
Okay, so these things all come into being, and they grab these rusty brass swords, pick up some of these brass shields, and just start wailing and hacking on everybody in the room. Meanwhile, Ina's facing down the skeleton in the hallway. They aren't able to hit yet. You guys are doing well, so that's their turn. You're up.
Did I get so? We confirmed. Would I be able to use my sentinel as a reaction
Sure.
for when it attacked Ina?
Sure,
Okay, then I need to roll that.
go for it.
'Cause I wasn't quite sure.
No, we're good.
No. 12.
12 hits.
12 hits?
12 hits.
Ooh, that Minotaur's got shit AC. That's great. That's 7.
7 damage. Alright, you got it. Longsword comes across. You kind of knock him loose. He almost looks like he's about to fall before he rights himself and clambers forward. He's on his last legs. He's hurt really bad.
All yours, Ina. And then, for my actual action, First, I'm just for funsies. I want to try and look at the hoplite and put on, like, the most commanding sort of presence I can and say, stand down.
You do so, and you notice that his head keeps turning, and he's locked on the Cyanus, and he's almost as though he's lashing out at you just reflexively because he can't do anything else.
Alright, then I am going to give him reason to focus on me.
Go for it.
17?
17. Longsword comes across. Ting! He rapidly moves the shield up and knocks it out of the way.
Alright, one more time then. Yay, 22.
22's a hit.
Or 6.
For 6. Hoplite Skeleton 1 for 6. You got it. Anything else?
No, I'm saving my action surge. I'm gonna need it.
Okay. So, top of the order again. Cyanus, you're up. Remember, you have Sanctuary on you, so if you attack or cast a harmful spell, Sanctuary ends. It's up to you if you want to do that. Your call. But you have the situation. You know what's going on. What are you going to do?
There was a little lag. I'm not sure who you were talking to.
I was talking to Cyanus.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, I didn't even hear my name either. So.
Okay. My bad. I'm sorry.
Gonna lash out at Hoplite Skeleton 2.
Okay, you're welcome to do that. Just remember that will end Sanctuary if you choose to do that.
It's fine.
Okay, go for it.
And that's an 18.
18 narrowly hits.
Nice. Yeah. Nine, 12, 17, 20, 24.
All right. So you slam out with the Grimstalker. The silver light that was kind of encompassing you for a second dissipates as Grimstalker cuts through, slams into the shield of the hoplite, penetrates through, hits his spine, and crumples into 2 pieces on the ground right in front of you. Anything else,
down.
Silas?
Oh, yeah, 2 down. And then I'm just gonna dodge.
Okay. You got it. Bonus action dodge. I know, you're up.
Okay, I am going to swing at the Minotaur skeleton again. I want to use my Great Weapon Master, so I'll take a 5 penalty to the attack so I can add 10 to the damage.
Go for it.
I rolled a 1. So no. But I have my second
you're really
attack.
angry. You're really angry, so it's okay.
On my second attack. So I'm going to do the same thing on my second attack too.
Go for it.
God damn it, I rolled a 2. Okay. Ay. All right, I'm just chilling then.
We got him out of the way. We got him out of the bay.
Yeah.
So even though you didn't hit, his great axe, your great axe, it's a vicious battle for life or death. Lorius is up, and he is going to cast Sacred Flame on the Minotaur skeleton in the doorway. Minotaur skeleton. Well, let me double check that to make sure. DC. Yeah, he saves. No, he didn't. He didn't save. It's a 12. Alright, so he's going to take 1d8 radiant damage. Fucking 2. Alright, so finally, these golden flames shoot up from the ground beneath the skeleton and start charring his bones, and you see it shooting out of the black eye sockets and mouth of the skeleton in front of you, Aina. That's his action. He can't go anywhere or do anything. So he is just kind of standing there nervously in the corner. Lycus, you're up. What are you going to do?
I'm going to hit this bitch again. All right, going for a actual... I'm going to try to shoot this thing. I'm going to put a dart inside my pipes, aim for the big boy, and shoot him.
Go for it.
That's going to be a 15.
15 hits, and he is dead.
Oh,
I know how much damage you do.
Yeah. So, like, right into one of those glowing eye sockets as they got that purplish shimmer. I'm going to just look over at Cyanus and be like, this is your fault. And then I just fire this dart and right into it. Shatter that little magic, whatever it is.
It comes inside, the skull explodes, the horns fall to the ground. It crumbles up in a pile of massive yellowy bones on the ground. Great Axe dropping to the side with a loud clang. Alright, anything else, Lycus?
And then I'm gonna look at the skeleton right in front of him and be like, ah, fuck. No, that's it for me.
Okay. So you see this explosion of bones in front of you, Aina, and it falls to the ground, and you hear the grinding sound of another Minotaur skeleton coming from down the hallway behind it. So he is going to attack you. It's really unfortunate that it turns right after yours, Lycus. That would have helped a little bit. Alright. Aina, that's a +6. Can't math right now. 12. 18. 18 to hit?
Yep.
I'm sorry. So that is going
right
to
around
be...
the corner?
It is. You want to do it?
Can I protection that?
Sure.
So disadvantage?
Oh, dropped it. Disadvantage. Nice. Okay, so that is an 11 now. All right,
Does
so this
not hit.
time Shield comes right out of the way. Aina pushes his shield out of the way and picks a great axe up. Meets it blade on blade. Doesn't hit. We have all these skeletons here. So skeleton 1 is going to attack Cyanus. I gotta deal with all my shit here. That's an 11, Cyanus. Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Skeleton 2 is a 18.
AC with the shield wall is 18.
Okay, so it's a hit.
Shield wall isn't active.
Oh, fuck.
Shield
Well,
wall's only.
17.
I guess I'll say shield wall. I had to say it in the Discord chat, but shield wall's
Okay.
only active for a minute, so
Okay,
it's been
okay.
done for a while.
Okay, never mind. So 17.
Alright, so that is going to be 6 piercing damage as a short sword comes through, and skeleton number 3 at the top. That is going to be a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Yep. Well, my AC is 17, so.
Okay. That's only 3 piercing damage. So,
Okay.
start to get exhausted. A couple of short swords find their way home. You're on Hot-Eye Skeleton 1. It's gonna come after you. Ooh, it's a 19. It's 23 to hit.
Yeah.
And that is 7 piercing damage as he jams the blade in just above your left hip. And that's it for the enemies. You're up.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
which one is the one whose skull I stomped?
He was one that never rose up.
Ooh, right, that's the one that got.
So the
Oh,
one
no,
that I
I'm
murdered.
sorry. The one that never rose up was the one that Cyanus murdered. But let's see, this is Skeleton 2, the one down there by Lycus. Half his skull is missing. Right now, Hot-Eye Skeleton 1 is injured. He has some ribs missing and his arm's kind of messed up. And then regular Skeleton 2 is missing. It is hurt. He has half that skull broken off from your boot.
Right, let's see what I can do. I'm gonna work on number 1 first. I'm gonna
Go for it.
kind of go, thank you for paying attention. And then, see, that is an 18.
18 just hits.
Traitorous little shit. 4.
Which one was this? I'm sorry.
That was to number 1.
Regular
Four
Skeleton
damage?
number 1?
Oh god, I can't see.
Yeah, there's
Hot-Eye
Skeleton. I know, it's just the naming. I'm sorry.
Hoplite.
Hot-Eye Skeleton number 1. Got it. 4 damage?
Hoplite 1. 4 damage.
Okay, you got it.
And then I'm gonna go at it again.
Go for it.
Yes! That is a 22
Hit.
for... Thank you, that's much better. 7 damage.
7. This time, longsword comes out, slams into the clavicle, he drops the shield, you drive it down even further, it crumples into like this V shape as its bones break beneath your mighty swing. He's down. Alright, so 3 skeletons, well, if you count the Minotaur, 4 skeletons left. Alright, what else, Hero?
That is both my... And that is all I can do for now.
Okay. That means it is...
Other than I'm going to try and maybe turn to the one with the broken skull and go, I'm the one who stomped on you, get over here.
They're completely locked in the Cyanus, but it's a really good idea.
I'm trying.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, it's good. I like trying. Alright, Cyanus, you're up.
Alright. It's gonna lash out at number 1 first.
Go for it.
That's a 23.
23 hits.
Yep. That'll be 11. 17. 22. 26. 28 damage.
Slam it, it finds its home right in the skull, and you hear Grimstalker. The skull shatters, the skeleton just kind of snake-like crumples down to the ground in front of you. He's dead. What else you got?
Then I'm just gonna dodge.
Okay. Did you dodge last time? You did, didn't you?
Yeah, fuck.
Remind me of that, because I was not rolling those with disadvantage, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I forgot that.
No, you're good.
Okay. Cyanus, you're done then, besides dodging, so I know you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna try this great weapon master thing one more time.
Go for it.
We'll see. Okay, thank freaking God. Alright. I rolled. Oh God, okay. 17 minus 5 is 12 plus 1 is 13.
You hit.
Sweet.
It's probably just a flat roll. Or
It's
no, you
not
just do.
because I have plus 6, so I
Yeah,
could
so you
do-
just whatever you roll plus 1. That's right. Yeah, if it's minus 5 and you have a plus 6, just roll the dice and add 1.
Oh, then I would have rolled an 18.
What'd you
Okay,
roll on
either-
your dice?
We'll say
Either
you
way, I hit.
Yeah, we see you hit. I know what you're saying, Josh, but we can explain after combat.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Totally like this massive moment. We're like, what do you mean? No, it's mathematics.
What's your damage, Ina?
16.
16 damage. Nice. You take a big chunk of bone out of him. He's up, still coming at you. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna swing at him again.
Go for it.
So I hit because I rolled a 15.
Okay.
For 12 damage.
Okay. And quick math. Got it. Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
All right. Glorious is completely out of his element. He is going to Sacred Flame the one right in front of him because he's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Dexterity saving throw. It's a save. Doesn't do anything. So he is going to jump in between, and you see him like surging forward, looking back. What do I do? What do I do? And he starts to like lunge out the skeletons to try and hold on to them to keep them from hitting you all. Lycus, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna grab my short sword and slash this motherfucker.
Go for it.
Like, get the fuck off of me!
Owen's missing half its skull. So.
Yeah. I just rolled a dirty 20,
That's a hit.
and that's gonna be for 7 damage.
7 damage. All right, so wham! Sword comes out, cleaves off the top half of the remainder of the skull. So now it's just like a jaw hanging loosely. Is lopsidedly just like blindly slashing out into the air at Cyanus.
Just
He's
like keep
still-
poking him.
Still barely up. Is there anything
my
else like
God.
this?
No. Well, no. Yeah, I call it. I scream at Ina to hit that son of a bitch. Be like, get him, kill it. Bardic Inspiration. So you
Got
can
it.
roll your dice, determine if you want to use your Bardic Inspiration after you roll, before you know whether it's going to hit or miss from the DM.
Okay.
All right. So that means skeletons are up. So we got 2 of them are going to attack with disadvantage at Cyanus because he's dodging. Let's see. First one is a 7. That's not going to hit. Second one is a fucking 22.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 19 and an 18. And that's going to be only 4 piercing damage to you, Cyanus, from one of the skeletons. And then Ina the Minotaur skeleton is attacking you. I don't know why I rolled 2. I'm going to take the lesser of them because I don't know why I rolled 2.
You're probably assuming that your arm would be using protection, which is
I mean, that's fine. Either way, it was an accident, but I'll say I knew it. Yeah, sure. It's still a 6. No, it was a 13. It was a 16 and a 13. So that was the dice. Plus 6. It's a 19 to hit. Ina. And that is 9 slashing damage. The great axe comes around and catches you. Okay. Skeletons are done. You're up.
I'm going to try and finish off that damaged one. So number 2.
Go for it.
22.
22 hits.
Or
It doesn't matter
6.
what you roll. Doesn't matter
Yeah,
what you roll.
6. Yep.
All
And
right.
then... Sorry, wait.
Longsword comes around, catching him midsection. Wham! Slips him in half. You see the two body parts. One goes clockwise, one goes counterclockwise before crumpling in front of Lycus. What else you got? You're on.
And then my next attack, I will turn to number 3, and I'm going to jab.
Go for it.
18?
18 barely hits.
Yeah. For 8 damage.
8 damage. Nice. Longsword comes around. You catch him in the torso. A lot of bones go flying. He's kind of hobbling favor his shield side now. He's still up though.
Yeah, no. That'll be it.
Okay. You're on back to the top. Cyanus, you're up.
Taking out Skeleton 3.
Go for it.
Okay. And that's a 12.
12 misses. Grimstalker narrowly deflects off of his shield. Is there anything else?
Then I'm just gonna dodge.
Okay. Ina, you're up.
Okay, I'm swinging at this guy. I'm gonna use my great weapon mastery.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming you know about this, but I don't think I've ever seen you use it, so I'm just going to remind you. I'm pretty sure you have reckless attack, right?
Yeah,
if you
I
ever
do.
wanted to use that. Okay, I'm just making sure you knew about it, that's all. It may never be a good choice to use it. I'm just making sure because I don't ever remember you doing it, that's all.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet.
Okay, you're good.
A 12 hits the Minotaur skeleton.
It does.
Okay, so that's gonna be 18 damage.
Good! You are rapidly wearing down this thing. Bones are splintering. His eye, the purple light, starting to fade and glimmer a little bit as it lurches over you.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him again with my great weapon mastery.
Go for it.
And I'm gonna miss because I rolled an 8.
8 does miss. Sorry. Is that it, Anna?
Yeah.
Okay. Lorius is up. He is going to... I know, just... hold still. Hold still. He is going to reach out. He's going to heal you for 6 hit points with Cure Wounds. And that was his action. He can't really do shit else. So he is going to turn and face the skeleton in the room and put his head down, get a defensive posture. Lycus is up.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this big motherfucker. They've got that one handled over there. Go ahead and 15.
15 hits.
14 damage.
14 damage.
Yeah, pull out my pan flute and shoot him again with another dart.
Dart flies out. Wham! You catch his face sideways. That long, bony snout splinters and cracks, shedding bone all over the stone wall next to him. He's still on his feet, but he's looking weaker and weaker. The skeleton lashed out at Cyanus again, but he missed you with disadvantage. The Minotaur skeleton lashed back out at Julia, and that was an 18 or something. It hit. I know it hit. He actually rolled really good on damage, like max damage. So that is 16 slashing damage to you, Julia.
Okay.
To Ina. 16 slashing damage to Ina.
Oh, I know, but still, shit.
All right, you're on. You're up.
How is I'll just work on number 3.
Both of them are looking really bad.
Okay, I'm not actually moving, but because I cannot see. Is the Minotaur directly by the door? Like, if I was to try and step in front of Ina, I would step on it.
You know what? Time out. Time out. I know you would have used protection on Ina, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that would have been an 8. So it would... I'm sorry, that would have been a 10. So it would not have hit you, Ina. So give yourself those 16 points back.
Froze.
I froze?
And just like that, all the skeletons go boom! Good job, everybody.
Exactly.
Level 6 for you and
Lorius busts out with a meteor shower.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
am I back?
Yeah, and all this. Yeah, you got it.
I would have used protection, yes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so protection. You would use protection. Ina, you would have not gotten hit because the second roll was a 4, so give yourself those 16 points back. Okay. And now, because I know you didn't know I was rolling them, you're on. So Anyway, their turn's over. Now you're up. You're on.
Is there space in front of Aina where I could stand?
No.
Okay, so I have to work on this one. So I will turn and I will try and finish off the skeleton in me.
Okay, skeleton 3.
That one's not going to hit. That's a 15.
15 does not hit.
I will try again.
Okay.
There we go. That's a 23.
23 hits.
Ooh, yay! That's for 10.
10. Slash across his body. He crumples down to the ground. Done. Anything else?
Nothing else. Just, Sionis, I can't get in front. Work on the big boy.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
And that's it.
All right. I know you're up.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Nope. I'm sorry. That was your own. Back to the top. Sionis. You guys are staggered on my sheet. It's my fault.
Gotcha. Just gonna throw the spear through the door again.
Go for it.
That'll be a 21.
21's a hit.
Okay. 9, 12, 17, 19, 21 damage.
All right. So, throw the Grimstalker out, narrowly missing Aina through the doorway. You see the Minotaur bringing his great axe down on top of Aina. It slams into the haft of the great axe, splintering it in two, coming apart in the Minotaur's hands. Grimstalker scoops up into the ribcage, travels up the neck, into the skull, explodes the entire skeleton as it crumbles to the ground, stands there for a moment in the air, flips back around, darts back in the room into your hand. You bring it to the side. That's all neutralized.
God fucking damn, I want a spear like that.
Too bad she's mine.
I'm sure.
Ina's gonna take like my statuette of Thylee out of my bag and just like whisper a prayer of thanks. Cause fuck.
Okay, so in the aftermath of this battle with the undead, glancing at each other, there's blood from you all everywhere. The faint bit of violet light that was illuminating each of these eye sockets has already either faded out completely or is dying and petering out at this moment. You see around you all these old, decrepit breastplates and shields and short swords. A couple of pikes there as well. They're not in good shape. They'd have to be repaired if you wanted to use them. Other than that, everything seems quiet and still.
Well, Sienna, seems like Lutheria will probably know very shortly that you're here.
Yeah, that bitch is always looking.
Glorious.
Before we go out, I'm just gonna try healing up a bit. Gonna take out one of my health potions and just chug it.
Okay. Everybody can have the equivalent of 1 round, and then that's when we start the timer again, just so you guys understand how this works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do a level 3 heal on Aina. Cure wounds. So that's cure wounds 3d8 plus 3. Come on, baby, roll high. Yes. That is gonna be a 19 to heal back on Aina.
Awesome, thank you.
All right. Back where they were coming out of, because that would have been left.
Yes.
Got it.
I'll hang back. And maybe as we're moving, I want to kind of give Loris the shoulder a squeeze. And just go, good job. Where did you learn to do that?
When y'all were y'all been busy, so I've been spending time with Aesop, and he's been teaching me some things.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I like being
glad.
useful. Thank you.
All right. Now I'm squeeze.
Taking point.
Good job. I will take the rear as before.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So as you all move down, go ahead and restart the timer.
Go.
Oh god, Josh laughed.
Cyanus, in front of you, the hallway
Josh, get in front of
widens.
Get Lycus in front of me. I want to move.
I'm going.
In front of you, Cyanus, the hallway opens up to 10 feet wide, and you see a circular chamber with a very smoothly carved dome ceiling, and above it is an oculus, letting in light shining down upon a sarcophagus in front of you. The large stone sarcophagus is engraved with gilded letters that are hard to make out from this distance. There's a very fancy, ornate rug on the floor in front of the sarcophagus, beautifully woven with all sorts of intricate designs and flair. You see the carpet depicts Xander conquering a race of bull-headed minotaurs standing all off in the distance, with a single massive-looking one bending down on one knee with a peace offering of an olive branch held high above his head directly towards Xander.
Alright, I'm gonna keep moving towards the sarcophagus to try reading it.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, this is maybe because I know I'm not in there yet, but maybe on some of the other murals, what kind of weapons was Xander holding? Was he holding any particular kind of weapons in the murals before?
Yes, in all of them, he was holding essentially a very nicely crafted but relatively ordinary looking shield and sword.
Okay.
So standing there at the edge of the chamber, Cyanus, you look and you see that these gilded letterings is a strange language. Who here, if anybody, reads Draconic? Nobody?
I might have come across it, but yeah, I don't speak it.
Okay.
Prominence open.
So, as you're staring there, trying to make it out, Kira sees the look of confusion on your face. She walks up behind you, and she says, "Oh, that's written in Draconic. It says, Xander Hourath, first of his order. Death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within."
Well, we found him.
I want to see. Lycus, move.
Oh, so demanding.
Come on, I want to see if it's like what I saw in my dream.
I missed the fact that we didn't move up. I had Cyanus clicked. It's like, I see it right there. What are you talking about?
Wrong satyr.
Yeah. Oh, what just happened? My shit just crashed.
So, you're all standing there at the edge of the chamber, looking upon this. You're on. Give me a intelligence check.
Okay, I have a +1 that hopefully will help. 13.
13. Okay. This looks very... Something about it looks very familiar. You recall from your dream some words that were written.
Xander Hourath, first and greatest of us.
And the inscription on this sarcophagus reads, Xander Hourath, first of his order.
I don't think this is it.
What do you mean you don't think this is it?
When I drank from the horn, I had a vision of Xander's grave, or his sarcophagus. And it said, and I'm not sure if it was maybe the dream that I could read it, or if it is written in a language I know. It said, first and greatest of us. That's not what that inscription says.
So this isn't his. This is a fake.
It's a decoy?
I think it's a decoy.
So...
There was another door back in that room.
Clarify something, because when we were talking, y'all were standing at the entranceway to the chamber, and then I was
me
talking to
moving
you
around.
around. Yeah, well,
Alright.
both you and Sinus both moved, so I'm just wondering if you guys moved into the room or if you're just playing around with tokens. That's all.
No, I really was just like gonna like I'm investigating. Like I did look around. Yes, I did move. I'm sorry I didn't declare it with you.
By the way, that's 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's like been 30 seconds in session. We're sitting here trying to figure out who can read Draconic. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cyanus, did you enter the chamber as well, or no?
No, I was just standing at the front.
Okay. So, Lycus pushes forward into the chamber. All right, so Lycus, tell me what you're looking at. Where are you going, buddy?
Well, no, I'm looking over. I can't. What happened to my character? Oh, it's all right. It's fucking up. I'll have to restart it after. I was literally just walking around it, just looking at the inscriptions, looking at the images, just seeing if I recognize anything. But I was coming around and I was sitting at the 3 o'clock of it. It's got like my character token permanently grabbed for some reason.
Yeah, it's doing the same thing for me.
Okay, good.
That's okay. All right, so what we'll do, let's say this. As you enter the room, Lycus, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck!
Pitfall.
Pitfall. That's okay, guys. I actually have proficiency with dex saves. It's okay, guys. That's a 1. No, it's a 7. 13. I thought it was a 1. It's a 7. 13.
Okay, so you step forward, walking into the room, your foot right on where the corner of that rug would be. The ground is completely absent beneath it. The rug corner starts to fall in, you start to slip down. I need another dexterity save with disadvantage, which would be a normal save for you.
Oh, yeah, that's a 21.
21, okay. So your weight gives, you tumble over the edge, and at the last moment, your hands clamp onto the edge, and Lorius slams his hands down on top of your wrists. You look down as the rug falls down 20 feet, and the rug slowly drifts down and then sinks on top of 15 razor-sharp spikes. 20 feet, the pit, the bottom of this pit, with red stains and things covering them. It didn't rip the rug at all, it just slowly pierced through. Stones crumble down from next to you, and you hear metallic on stone clink, clink, clink sound from the darkness below. So we are going to stop with you dangling there because it's a good break time. Alright, so you're dangling there, you look around for a second, you find your hoof finds a little narrow crevice in a corner of the corner of the pit, and between you pulling up, Lorius helping you, you pushing up, climb back up on top and dust yourself off. You look around the room, sarcophagus is behind you, and from this new perspective, you see a shadowy outline, something on the back wall. About the same height as the sarcophagus lid.
I find what?
Like a shadow?
There's something on the back wall behind the sarcophagus. You can see it from your perspective now.
Oh. I as I'm scrambling, I will one of my lights to go hover over it. I'm like, oh, what's that? Zoop.
To glide over the sarcophagus, you see a brass lever mounted in the wall. It's short, it's kind of stubby, it's not easily apparent, but it is a pull lever, and it is in an upward position.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... Can I get over to the other side?
Yeah, you can easily walk around the pit trap now that it's wide open.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna walk around the pit trap and I'm gonna go to the lever. I'm gonna say, hey, Yo, get out of the room real quick.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull the lever.
All right. Clink. It slides easily, almost as though it has been freshly oiled. It goes down to the bottom position with a satisfying thunk. And then from somewhere much deeper in the tombs, you hear an echoey sound, almost reverberating through the walls, of a metallic, high-pitched grinding that continues for 6 or 7 seconds before stopping. Nothing else happens.
All right, guys, we're good. Let's drink to that.
My ears. What? Ah.
We just kicked that big Minotaur motherfucker out of his hiding spots, I bet you.
Right.
Well, he's gonna
Come
keep
find
sneaking.
us.
That's fine. That means you fucking kill him. I gotta pay him back for this hole he put in my armor.
Right.
I'm gonna walk back around, and I'm not touching that sarcophagus because she's pretty much convinced me that it's not the right one. I trust the magic of the horn more than my eyes in this case.
I believe there was a door back in that room with the skeletons.
Alright, so we'll do this skill challenge style to navigate the dungeon, see if we can get Fantasy Grounds up or not. Let's see, who wants to take point? You're going to try and navigate your way. Tell me what skill that you want to use and how you are going to use that skill to try and find your way through.
I'm gonna take point and I'll use perception.
Okay.
Sort of just like, let's see, how do I phrase this?
I don't know.
All right. You know how bats do like echolocation?
Yes.
I'm gonna like make some sort of like clicks to see if I can like figure out, hey, this is the right way, or like, hey, we're actually heading into a room and not to like another dead end hallway.
Okay, you're gonna attempt to echolocate with some clicks. Got it. Give me a perception check.
Hey, sick. That's a 19.
All right. You make the clicking sound, and you try and figure out which way it may be coming from, which way it's not, but it's emanating from all sides equally. However, as you're scanning around with your head trying to figure out which way may be more echoey or less echoey, what's different, you notice that the door in the other room is closed, and the hallway you came from is long and dark, and it seemed like a straight shot back out to the entrance. So you decide to go through the door in the room that y'all fought the skeletons in. Hugging to the left of the wall, just like Lycus told you from the beginning. So, you went ahead, now somebody else. Who else has an idea?
I have a really stupid idea.
Go for it.
Will you let me use intimidation as a way to find it?
How would you use intimidation to find your way?
I'm gonna kind of
Darkness,
stare
which
the
way?
wall. I'm gonna stare at the wall like, all right, you son of a bitch, I am not facing any more fucking minotaurs. You are taking me to that sarcophagus, and you are taking it to me now. And then just start walking.
Okay. I'm gonna say that the walls do not respond. Intimidation is not gonna work. Let's try something
God
else.
damn it.
I think you should have had that wall open up. That Minotaur be like, all right, hey, man, I'm sorry. It's right over there.
I thought...
Whatever. And then the door closes.
Come on, you had to let me try, right?
I did. I want to see what you come up with.
Well, I'm gonna be unoriginal and use perception again.
Okay.
And And I'm going to... actually, I'm not really sure how the best way to do it is just looking down the hallway because I can see a bit farther and seeing where... And actually maybe just see like, okay, maybe that way looks more well-traveled. That way definitely smells like there's blood down that way. That doesn't seem... That seems like a good idea, because we've just been going towards bloody things this whole time. Actually, that's it. Follow the blood smell. She's gonna follow the smell of blood. That's what's gonna happen. Follow the dead body road.
Alright, so give me a perception check.
That is a 16.
16. Alright. So, you come up to a crossroads, left and right. You follow your nose. The left smells like dead air. The right has definite scent of blood coming from it, old stale blood. So you go to the right, and you make a little more progress. Alright, who else is up? Ina or Levis?
Oh. I don't know what role it would be, but Ina would probably just try to like rack her brain, like maybe go back to like when she was like in training, like some tactics that we may have used to like confuse our enemy, if we would have used like anything similar to like a maze or something, or if I can maybe like get into the mind of like who would have created this and like for what purpose, so I can like reverse engineer my way, perhaps.
Okay.
That'd be history or deception?
Well, loosely history in that it's remembering things. I would say it's more of just a general intelligence check.
Okay. 5.
5. Okay. Using the techniques you've learned, you find they don't really apply, and you end up going down a dead end and doubling back to where you decided to try and branch off from. No success there, I'm sorry. Lycus?
I don't really know. You know, my intuition would be to just follow my original pathway that I was telling him, like, hug the left side. So I really don't know how you would skill check that. Like, I kind of just pulled that up, you know, hug a wall and just go with it. So how...
That feels like insight to me.
I guess that would be it. Because that would just be my tactic. My tactic would be simplest way, you know, find a wall and follow it. That way you don't get lost and hit everything along the way and find your circle, but you double back on yourself.
Insight or survival?
Survival? Or nature?
I think they're probably more of an insight thing, and like this is a good idea. So give me an insight check.
To me, this is the best idea ever.
There you go.
Man, let's see. I only get a 1 on insight. 13.
13. Okay. You make your way a little bit further down the hallway. Branches left, branches right. For a second, in the very similar looking walls, the darkness around you, despite your dancing lights, everything looks kind of the same for a moment. But then you regain your bearings by looking at your party members, and definitely this way, and continue walking. The pathway snakes around for a bit, and you make some more progress. So let's go back around to Cyanus. You went first.
Let's see. I'm gonna sort of like go down to the ground and kind of like pat around for a bit, just to see like if I can find like a path that feels a little more worn down than the rest. And I'm gonna make this as an investigation check.
Okay, sounds good to me. Investigation check, go for it.
And that's a 5.
Okay. Unfortunately, between the dust and the hard stone floor, nothing really is soft. There aren't any tracks. If they are, they're very, very old and they're confusing. You can't seem to make any headway using that method. You're on.
I don't really have any other skills. I think I could spin that way. So I'm just gonna keep following my nose.
Okay. Go for it. Perception check.
Yeah, I have nothing else nice. I can. All my pluses are in my strength and con, and that doesn't really help much in this situation.
Bring it on
That's
to
okay.
again, Sam.
That is 14.
Traveling down the hallway, the party comes to another double set of wooden doors, repeating the same thing that said before. Those who would plunder Xander's tomb, death awaits, etc., etc. Same handles, everything looks undisturbed. What's your marching order? Who's in front, who's in back?
Front.
Okay.
Back.
Okay.
I'll be after Cyanus again, still.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll be in front of. I'll be behind Lorius and in front of Euron.
Okay, easy enough. So Cyanus, you're at this doorway. What would you like to do? There is a straight hall. There's no other branching directions around you. You came around a corner, and this doorway is right in front of you.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna like inspect the door at first before I try opening it.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Nice.
So that's a 23 if we want to get technical.
All right. Remembering the recent pain you've all been through and the fact that you're in a dangerous area, you briefly go over the door, hinges, cracks, everything. You don't find anything out of the ordinary. It just seems like a normal set of doors.
All right. Everyone, breathe deep. There's probably going to be more corpses in here.
It does not
Open.
smell good. I'm following my nose, and it is not pleasant behind there.
You open the door? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
if you said that, I didn't hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure. Kraken pulling the doors open towards you. Like it sends one of the dancing lights inside to illuminate the darkness for everybody. You see a rectangular room. It's about 25 feet long and 15 feet wide. So the furthest wall is about 25 feet from you. And then the room opens to your left for another 15 feet, making a rectangle. It has a high ceiling, finely sculpted walls, and a flagstone floor. Right there near the entryway, you see a horribly mangled skeleton. The walls are embellished with rows and rows of faces twisted in this eternal screaming visage. Across the room from you at the far end, in the opposite corner, you see a pair of heavy bronze double doors. There are two skeletons sprawled on the floor in front of those doors. Their bones seem to have been partially crushed, and their armor is mangled to pieces. There's an inscription on a placard above the door that seems to be written in common, but you can tell that by just the shape of the letters, but you can't make it out from this distance.
I just getting closer.
Okay, so you go into the room. You gonna go check out the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna try checking out the placard.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? They following? Are they hanging out in the hallway looking for enemies? What are they doing?
I'm hanging out, like I've got my head peeked through the doorway. I'm just waiting for Cyanus to tell me it's all clear.
Okay.
The screaming faces.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I imagine, are they like on the walls, or are they in like lining a pathway?
No, they're engraved into the walls,
Okay.
and there's rows and rows and rows of them going from the bottom to the top of the walls.
It's the Wailing Wall.
Does it look like the same person? Or is it like all different people?
No, it all looks like the same general appearance of an individual. The individual isn't recognizable or anything of the sort as far as statues and artistry you've seen. It looks just like an artistic representation of a generic face.
Okay.
Twisted in this eternal scream.
Okay, but I don't see like women and children on this wall.
No.
Okay.
I would like to step in, and there's a mangled body closer to us, correct?
Yes, right there by the entryway to the door.
I want to take a look at it and just see if I can figure out if this is just a minotaur gouged you to pieces, or if it was something else.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So as you approach the placard, Sinus, you get close enough. You're about 10 feet away now, and you can see with the light from the dancing lights. It reads, "Xander Hourath, first and best among us." As you see Cyanus looking at this placard you're on, you step into the room to more closely inspect the mangled skeleton on the floor near you. At that time, the floor subtly shifts down about an inch. And then a bronze gate slams into the doorway, separating you from Ina and the rest of the party. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
What is it with me rolling single-digit initiative, for fuck's sake?
I rolled a nat 20, so yay.
That's good.
So I have a 24.
Okay, 24 Lycus. Anybody else above 20? Nope. 15 to 20?
19.
19 Cyanus. Alright, anybody else? 10 to 15?
12.
12. We roll one for Glorious. Ugh. And you're on?
5.
5. And Glorious rolled a 3.
Oh, that's...
All right.
At least I didn't roll the worst. I'll take that.
So there's a door now between him and us.
There, it's like a bronze portcullis type gate with
Gotcha.
the holes and everything, and it's slammed down into place.
Between Euron and... Between Euron and...
Yeah. So
Marcus?
Euron and Cyanus are trapped in the room
Gotcha.
as this thing slammed down. Yeah, I'm making sure Euron understands because she was asking. And then Lorius, Lycus, Kira, and Ina are in the hallway outside. Let me make sure I get this right, and we'll start. Cyanus, you hear that loud behind you. In front of you, you hear a metallic thunk from the door in front of you. Sounded like metal on metal sliding. Okay. Make sure I get here. Alright. You hear that high-pitched metal on metal whining sound that was reverberating through the walls much, much, much louder. The wall to the south, nearest to you, Sinus, starts to slowly shift towards you into the room. Alright, so Lycus, you're up. You hear that sound, you can, from the hallway, you can see this wall of screaming faces shifting towards Cyanus and Euron. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic and see if I can't detect some sort of trigger mechanism or something. You know, just kind of use it as an assist and just see if I can find anything to kind of help them out, looking all around.
Okay. The channel energy real quick. Cast your senses out. Nothing pings to you. You got the magic items, you're all equipped, but that's it.
Yeah, okay, well, it stays on for 10 minutes, just so you know. So
Thanks,
if something does
appreciate
come up. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta try and find some sort of way to stop this damn thing. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to... Other than, like, grab the pole and put it on that side of the wall and the other side of the wall. You know. Kind of like the garbage chute of Star Wars. That's all I've ever seen with a smashing wall.
All right, Sinus, you're up. What are you gonna do?
Would I... Alright. Is the wall that's moving toward us also floor to ceiling?
It is.
Fuck. Never mind. I was gonna try and see if I could climb over the wall. Yeah, I'm just gonna try looking around to see if I can find like any sort of like buttons or levers or anything.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Okay, that's a 15.
15. Rapidly glancing around as best you can, this relatively large room coming at you, you don't notice anything like that. Anything else?
That's all I can think of.
Okay, Ina, you're up.
I want to test the portcullis gate. Like, do I feel like I can move it, or do I feel like my great axe would like make a dent in it or anything?
You can try moving it, and you can try hitting it. It'd be an action to do either one. Which one do you want to try and do?
I want to try to. I want to try to move it, like if I can like lift it up or something.
Okay, give me an athletics check, please.
22.
You reach down, you grab hold, grunt with all your strength. It comes up about an inch, and then your grip gives way. It slams back down.
Oh gosh, dang. Okay. Is there a sarcophagus in this room?
There is not.
Okay, so it's just walls of screaming faces, and then this gate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And the doors that just presumably locked.
There's the portcullis in between you and them in the room. There's a wall. In the room, there's a wall moving towards them, and then on the far side of the room from you, there's a set of bronze doors.
Okay. I don't know. Better start calling out some gods, guys, because I don't know.
Okay. You're on. You're up.
I want to look at the ground and see if I stepped on something.
Okay. Give me a perception check. I mean, you know what? Fuck the roll. No, you didn't step on anything.
I didn't step on it. Okay.
Nope.
All right.
What's the draconic word for stop?
Aha. No, I'm going to clasp my hands and just go, Mitros, my lady, goddess of wisdom. We are trying to complete a labor, and we are about to be crushed by two walls moving towards us. Do you know how we might stop this? As I called to her, she was the second sacrifice we made.
Okay, give me a religion check.
Oh God, now I wish I still had that bardic inspiration.
Well.
Yes.
Well.
17.
17. You don't get a verbal response, but you do feel a soothing wave come over each of you, calming you a little bit, stopping the storm inside you momentarily, and you feel a little bit more rejuvenated. So you all have 10 temporary hit points, and for 1 minute you are under the effects of the bless spell. So you add 1d4 to your ability checks and saves, I think. I have to look it up, but you get the idea.
Thank you, Mitros. Huh.
Anything else, Sharon?
Now that I look at this body, it looks like it was crushed, wasn't it?
It does.
Huh.
You also see large holes punched through the armor. Alright, so you done your own?
Would it be an action if I kind of looked over to the wall and tried to see if the mouths are, if it's like the elevator, that there's something in the mouth?
Yeah, you didn't use an action earlier, so you can do that, no big deal.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Dirty 20!
Okay. So you don't see anything because it's so pitch black with the way it's carved in there, despite your dark vision. But you quickly, subtly, just kind of touch your hand inside of there, and you feel a very, very sharp metallic point a few inches from the surface.
Sionis, the mouths have spikes in them!
Okay. So, was that it you're on?
I think that's all I can manage to squeeze out, unless you will let me pull out my bedroll and roll in it.
No, I think you've kind of satisfied the requirements of a turn. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's Lorius' turn, and he's out there in the hallway with you, Lycus. And he has his hands over his ears, that super loud metallic screaming, reverberating throughout all of the tunnels around you. Lycus, isn't this similar to the sound when you pull the lever?
Oh. I immediately take the fuck off.
Okay, that's good. It's your turn. Let me do some math real quick.
Well, yeah, on mine. Yeah, I'm like, brilliant! And then I immediately just dash for all I'm worth. Get to the garbage chute!
Oh my god.
Gosh. Okay, let me do that math real quick. Your speed is 60, right?
Yes, my speed
assuming
with
you take an
dash
action
is
to
60.
dash. Okay. All right. So you take your action to dash, you start hightailing it down the hallway. All right, so that's basically your turn, right? Because it's 260 feet to get there. You start heading out there, so you're done, right? I don't have zoom up, so I need a verbal from you guys if I ask y'all something. I can't see y'all's cameras right now. So is there anything else to do on your turn, Lycus?
No, I'm just gonna run some more.
Okay, Sinus, you're up.
I can't think of anything. I'm just like shouting at him, run.
Okay. I know you're up.
I'm going to attempt to attack the gate with my great axe.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
18 plus 6. So
18's it.
24.
That's a hit. Give me some damage.
9.
9 damage. All right. Anything else?
I want to hit it again. Like, I want to, like, create a hole or something to see if maybe I can get...
So when you
them
slammed your great axe against it the first time, it kind of made a dent and then ricocheted off a little bit. Like, it didn't bite enough to do any significant damage. You're welcome to try again.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I have.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. Nice.
So
Roll for damage.
that's going to be 12 already. And then another 12. So 24.
24. All right. So this time it finds a little corner in one of the portcullis grids. You slam through and it cracks open, and there's this little 6 by 6 inch hole right there in the center of it where you hit.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So as you whip your great axe around to get ready to swing a second time, you're on Cyanus. You see her wailing away at this. All of a sudden, you hear this metal on stone sound as these large metal spikes fling out, and you're all going to, you three going to take 12 piercing damage as these metal spikes slam into your skin and then recoil back to the point where they're about a foot out of the wall.
We had 10 temporary HP as a result of blast, correct?
Correct.
So we take 2. And
Correct.
that uses it up. Got it.
All right, you're on. You're up.
Can I try and run up to the door where Cyanus is? And
Sure.
I want to see if I can pull it open
Okay.
or jimmy it open somehow. Anything.
No worries. Give me an athletics check.
25.
25. Okay. So you run across and slam into the door, and wham! It cracks open a few inches. About 6-inch gap there now. It grinded on the top and the bottom, but you definitely got it open a bit. Is there anything else?
Oh, God. No, I can't spin that as like an attack. So I can't do it twice.
That was an action.
That was an action. You know what? Fuck it. Action surge. I'm doing it again.
Go for it.
Got to be good. 15.
15. You slam into it, and you just kind of bounce off a little bit, bruising your shoulder really bad. That's it. Didn't bud that time.
And, yeah, no, I'm saving my second one later. That is it for me.
Okay. Lorius doesn't know what the hell to do, so he's just kind of like, come on, Ina, you're doing so good. Keep hitting. Lycus, you're just gonna keep running, right?
Running.
Alright, so 220 minus 60 is 160. Alright. This is the top of round 3. Cyanus, well, Lycus is the top of round 3. Cyanus, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep doing what Euron was doing.
Alright, you
like
man.
just attack the door.
You gonna try and hit it, or are you gonna try and shove it open?
Yeah, shove it.
Okay, athletics check.
And that's a 17.
17. 17's a hit. I'm sorry, that's strength check. I'm sorry. 17. You slam into it. Again, you can't really find any edgeway as you and Euron are now slamming into the doors as much as you can. You can't seem to get enough strength going at the moment. Anything else?
And then I'm just like, Euron, hug the wall.
All right. I know you're up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep going for this gate.
Can you hit it again?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Another 22 to hit.
22's a hit.
For 6.
For 6. All right. That first one kind of ricochets off a little bit. And so the whole point is it has a minimum damage threshold of 10.
Am I the only one who lost him?
No,
Did you
I
lose me?
also don't.
I'm coming back, I promise. I'm coming back, I promise.
Alright, weird.
There you go.
Can you
You're
hear me?
back. Yep.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
I'm back.
gotcha.
Okay. So, what I was saying is, slamming into it, if you don't hit it just right, it doesn't really do much damage. Mechanically, it has a damage threshold of 10, so you have to beat 10 to do any damage at all. And then it has a hit point pool of its own. Just so you know why I'm saying it's ricocheting off on those lighter hits.
That's just
Okay.
done.
Okay, so the
Alright.
first hit didn't do any damage. Go ahead and roll your second hit.
Does a 21 hit?
21 hits.
For 15.
15. Nice.
Josh's computer crashed. He's rebooting.
Okay. Well, we know he's dashing, so that's okay. We'll see if he gets there in time. So, once again, wham! You find another corner. The hole spreads out to about a foot now. Is there anything else, Ina?
No, that's it for me.
All right. That means it is Euron's turn.
So I just remembered I have a thing, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to reach my bag and pull out one of the last of those, I think I have 2 left? I think I have 2 adamantine javelins left.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull one out, and I'm just going to slam into the door as hard as I can and see if I can dent it and push it forward more.
All right, go for it. Make an attack roll.
$16.
16's a hit.
Right. And that it's because it's adamantine. It's an
Automatic crit. That's right.
6 plus. So 6 plus 2 plus 3. So 11.
11. All right. That's with the crit, right?
And that is with the crit, yeah. Because it's a d6.
All right, you got it.
And then I'm going to do it again.
Go for it.
16 again.
That's a hit.
There we go, that's a little better. So that's 6 plus 4 plus 3, so 13.
13. Alrighty. You're ramming into it. You're making some dents. It's doing some work. It's just not going very quick.
Yeah.
Considering
Cyanus,
how
I have
fast
one...
this wall is closing.
Oh god, yeah. Cyanus, I have one more. Well, that is all I can do.
Alright. Coming back to the top. Lycus keeps running.
He said he's waiting for you to accept him.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Oh, I didn't even think about the fact that we're gonna have to fix the stream. Yeah, the layout. Ha! Let's fix that real quick. So everybody off except for Josh. And then Julia. Alright, Ari. Alright, awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah,
There you
I'm
go.
sorry. I don't know what happened. Like, it just started getting really choppy. Like, everybody's volume got really, really bad. And then it blue screened me.
That's okay, man. No worries. Technical difficulties. Alright,
Cornerstone
so
of us.
we
It
came
wouldn't
back
be
to
roll
the...
for fun without him.
Well, I mean, since we're all online and we're, not super budget professionals, that is to be expected, and we're having fun anyway. So you dashed again, Lycus. This is the top around 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you have about 80 feet left.
Perfect.
Yeah, Cyanus, you're up.
All right. Question.
Yep.
If I do hit the door, since Euron is also right next to the door, would that count as a sneak attack?
That only works when something can be distracted, not an inanimate object like a door.
Okay. I mean, I figured it was worth asking.
No, the door is suddenly a mimic and we got the drop on it.
Surprise!
A surprise, now we're in a staircase. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna take the one other adamantine javelin that she had.
Okay, easy enough.
Just start stabbing at the door.
You got it.
And...
You have disadvantage with that.
Uh-huh. Well, cool. I rolled a 15 twice.
Okay.
I don't
15's a
know
hit.
what, like, extras on that would be.
It's automatically a crit.
Okay.
And be a normal. If it's a javelin, will it be your strength modifier? Just no proficiency bonus.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a d6 damage.
Cool. And that's 12 damage.
12 damage. All right, you got it. Anything else, buddy?
Nope.
Okay. So, Cyanus is done. Ina, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna keep willing at this gate.
Go for it.
Does a 12 hit the gate?
12 hits.
For 6, so no damage. And wow. 13? No, 15. Sorry, 9 plus
15.
6.
All right.
For 13 damage.
So, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So, you slam your great axe into it one final time. It slams to the first corner. Slams in the second corner. You rip a giant hole in the portcullis, 3 feet by 3 feet wide, as this giant center mass slams into the room on the other side, breaking away. There's a clear hole big enough for any medium-sized creature to squeeze through. Anything else?
I'm gonna like call for Euron and Cyanus. Like, come on, guys.
Okay. You got it. Okay. So, Ina's done. You're up.
How far across is the room?
You're about 20 feet away. Like, where you're at on the door, it's 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 20 to get to the door, 25 to get through, assuming Ina backed up, which I'm sure she did.
Okay. And this is I'm trying to work out if I drag. Can I dash and drag somebody at the same time? I can't remember.
You'd have to, technically, the way it's supposed to work, you grab him, which is an action, and then you move at half speed.
Okay, shit. Because I was hoping I'd be able to grab him and we'd both be able to run. Because that's only 15. Screw it. I'll just kind of slap him on the arm and just be like, run, and then I'm going. I'm going, and I'm gonna take like a flying leap through the hole, and then maybe I slam a bit into Ina, but I'm out.
Okay, you got it. Alright, so that means it's Lori's turn. Lorius is... come on, hurry up! Hurry up! It's getting tight! That means that we are at the end of round 4. So Euron charges across the room and tries to dive through the hole. Her armor is kind of hung up on the edge of the portcullis a little bit. She manages to worm her way through, leaving her shield on the other side. She reaches and grabs it real quick, turns around, screams, "Cyanus, run!" And you hear the metallic sound suddenly stop for a moment, and everything goes still. And then it slams into the other wall, catching Cyanus in the middle. Math, sorry.
And here we are without our healer.
Cyanus, as this wall slams into your body, some of the spikes pierce into your skin, crushed against the opposite wall, you're going to take 43 bludgeoning damage.
Rob. Hey, wait a minute. Curiosity. Would I be able to use Uncanny Dodge on that?
For what? Let me see. Read Uncanny Dodge, features
So
and
I'd be able
traits.
to, like, half that damage?
1 second. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, so no, I'm sorry. It's not an attacker.
Yeah. Alright.
That's a good question, though. Are you still up, or was that 0?
No. That took me to, like, 10 under.
Okay. So, for a moment, the rest of you lose sight of Cyanus in this mash of spikes and metal wall. After 10 or 15 long seconds, it slowly backs off just a couple of inches, and you see his body lying there on the ground.
You're on screen.
Most of the way across the room. Back at the top of the order, it doesn't really matter at this point because the trap has done what it's done. We'll just fast forward this, not going through a whole nother round. Lycus, you finally get to the switch. You were at 80 feet, so I mean technically you have 20 feet left, but it doesn't matter. So you get to the switch. I'm assuming you pull it. Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Pull the switch. That high-pitched whine starts again, retracting the trap away from the wall. The portcullis kind of gets stuck halfway up because of all the bent metal that was busted through, but it's enough for you all to get underneath. And the doors on the other side of the room, they look exactly like they did before, except you hear a subtle coming from that direction. Y'all are no longer in initiative order.
Euron just runs to Cyanus, pulls out a healing potion, and like shoves it in his face.
Okay.
Like the drink up bitch, sort of, kind of shoving.
As you shove it into his face.
Exactly like that, yes.
You shove the healing potion into his mouth, and it kind of like goes in for a moment before filling up and just kind of bubbling off the sides, spilling onto the ground next to him.
Kira, any suggestions?
This is the worst thing I think I'm ever gonna say. I'm gonna try and make him swallow.
She walks over to him, and you see her kneel down, and Lorius follows behind. They kneel down next to him. Kira puts her face on his hands and gently moves it. You see now approaching him that there's about 12 to 15 large holes where the spikes impaled him. His ribcage is maybe a quarter of the size it normally is. I don't think there's anything I can do. I'm assuming Lycus is headed back at this point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I have no idea what's going on. I think I got it.
Yeah.
Healer's kit, then.
Healer's kit. You find some of his wounds, you staunch them. They don't seem to have an effect.
Euron's gonna start fucking crying.
When the realization washes over you, you kind of drop your healer's kit. And Cyanus is completely dead.
I thought it was if he dies if it goes completely... If it,
Not with this.
this is an instant.
This is an instant. As a function of the trap. It's not like regular death saves. It completely smashed him and flattened him into like an inch.
How good are Lycus's ears?
I mean, he's fucking winded as hell right now. He's fucking running for all he's worth.
Because I'm wondering maybe if he can hear Euron just start screaming.
Probably.
Yeah,
nothing
Euron's
else is
just
making.
screaming. And it is like agony screaming.
Yeah.
Well,
After about 30 seconds or so of y'all kind of just taking in the moment, and Lycus comes back, you see what they see. The body almost unrecognizable, lying there on the ground.
Oh, fuck. I guess I was too late.
I got out. He didn't.
I'm going to wrap his body in a blanket and put it on my back. Be like, well, there's no point in staying here. I guess the royal game really does make sure the wager is paid. But let's continue on. I don't think there's any reason to stay. Let's not make his death be in vain. Let's continue. And I'll like lash him to me with some ropes. So.
Yeah, I'll help her out.
Okay. Easy enough.
I'm gonna go up to the doors and just angry, just kick. Try and kick them open.
Okay. They the doors swing freely now. You kick the heavy bronze slams loudly against the stone as you kick them inward. Standing there in the doorway, you see a large rectangular room decorated with many polished bronze fittings, flickering, giving a golden hue, with the dim red light of a single torch on the wall near you. The center of the room is absolutely dominated by this large black marble sarcophagus. The top of the sarcophagus lid is engraved very fine craftsmanship with the likeness of the Dragon Lord Xander lying on his back, stone upon his chest. And it's almost as though you can hear ancient, solemn voices on the breeze of the subtle air here in the tomb, extolling the deeds of the man laid to rest here. On the walls, you see several inscriptions that many long have since faded. One of them, big and bold in the center of the room, reads, "Even with the gods on our side, we were never the same without our dragons. And when Xander died, all hope of victory died with him. Rise on Phobos, Dragon Lord, 38 CE."
Sorry, give me like 1 minute. So Young's gonna touch the lid, just see if it reacts at all, and see if it'll move.
Okay. Place your hands on the cold black marble and you provide a little bit of pressure. If it moves, there's obviously a crack around it, but if it moves, it doesn't move very easily.
Is there anything else in the room? Anything to say like, oh, the weapons are not just somewhere else, not buried with him?
No, nothing of the sort.
Then I'm gonna shove with everything I've got.
Okay. You Even to it, give me an athletics check.
14.
14. You feel it give very slightly, but you don't seem to have enough strength on your own at this moment to move it.
Aina?
I'll come help her.
Okay. So, with Cyanus kind of lashed onto you, you unlash him, place him down respectfully, put your hands up on the lid, and you go to push. And as you shift your weight back to rock backward and come forward, you feel something hit your leg on your back hoof. You turn around and you see the canvas-wrapped body of Cyanus twitching spasmodically every few seconds. Violent, almost as though he's having vicious, sporadic seizures. And as he... Go ahead.
Oh god, is he coming up to
Go. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, before we smash him.
His body starts twitching and then getting racked and twisted, starting to rip apart the ropes, busting in various directions, legs, arms, back, and stomach contorting and twisting in extreme unnatural angles.
Oh, he's undead as fuck.
These massive twitches. He almost arcs his back up as though to rise from the belly towards the ceiling. Hands outstretched behind him, feet outstretched in front of him, forming a bridge, and then from the hips up, he slowly starts to rise into the air in this awkward bridge-like spasm. And he rotates in the air. His body
Power
punches
of Mitros propels you.
My dude.
His body hunches over in the other direction and then starts twitching violently again, and you see his clothes are ripped open, bearing his chest and his legs.
You about to get a warhammer to the face, bud.
Nuthera, you bitch, give him back!
Cyanus. The last thing you remember is sudden immense pressure of cold, hard stone, the tearing of metal through your skin, where everything went black. And in that blackness, you drifted for moments before something lashed on to your wrists and your ankles and pulled you viciously in all four directions, threatening to tear your body limb from limb. And a dark figure approached you in your agony. The glint of a scythe blade reflecting off of no light source at all. The figure wafts around you, chill tingling from your neck down to your spine. Well now, my little grub. It seems as though we finally get to play. I have to be honest, it's been so much fun torturing you. But now it's over. She takes the tip of the scythe and scratches along your back in a zigzagged pattern. All of you in the room see Cyanus's body spin around 180, and this thin blood trail appears on his back. There's almost twisted lightning bolt type pattern. Blood not oozing, just appearing on the surface and then congealing where it is. But you see, I'm just so busy getting ready to take back over everything. And since you killed my favorite pet, I have so little to keep me company. I'm having so much fun. Tell you what. Let's play some more. And you see this large, black, jagged-looking needle and this gray, thin line coming off of it floating in the darkness. This dark figure moves in front of you and jams it into your chest, ripping through the skin by one of the spike holes, and shoves it through the other side and yanks it tight. And then again, and then again, each needle stitching you up, causing untold agony, burning your skin, making your entire body tremble as she closes all your wounds with vicious efficacy. And she backs up. That's better. Why, you look like the cutest little ragdoll. Let's see how much fun we can have again. And with that, the scythe blade comes across and slashes towards your body, and your eyes jolt open. You're standing, floating, directly in front of Ina. He has since turned around. You see the holes in his skin where these spikes were have come just jammed shut in front of you, squirting blood with nothing holding them in place. He gasps as his ribcage cracks and reforms in front of you, his skull no longer misshapen, his limbs twisting back into their proper orientation. And then for a moment's pause while he's standing there, his mouth wide, screaming in agony but no sound escaping, he crumples. Cyanus, you are fully resurrected.
What's poppin'?
All your bones?
Apparently, yo, chest cavity.
You motherfucker! I mean, I said, Lutheria, you bitch, give him back. I didn't think she'd actually do it.
That's some crazy shit right there.
Yeah, apparently she didn't want to finish the fucking job right now.
Healing potion, like, who's got what? Shove his in his mouth, get him back up.
He is fully resurrected.
Oh,
He's
fully
still
resurrected.
Like 38 health points full.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Oh,
She was nice.
She was very nice. What a sweetheart.
Yeah,
I don't
still
say that
tear
in
her
character.
fucking heart out.
Like, what the fuck?
all right. You get to sit and rest. Huh.
Yeah, I'll be in. I'll just be in the corner. I need a fucking nap.
Euron's just like, okay, wiping her face, like, okay, I wasn't crying.
Yeah, no cry.
You're too late for that. But I'll go back to shopping.
I'll help.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ina and Euron start. He breaks way and then smoothly sides across with barely any sound, the marbles letting it slide over and settles into place on the opposite side. Now, again, this room is 15 feet long. I'm sorry. 25 feet long, 15 feet wide. Sarcophagus in the middle is taking up about 10 feet. Long ways, okay? So you can walk around the sarcophagus. There's a little bit more open section down here.
Now,
And then-
I tell everyone, careful when you walk around. The floor may not be there.
The doorway's over here. Just make sure you guys understand where everybody is right now, because as you slid that, Cyanus was over near one of the walls. Lorius and Kira had kind of moved into the chamber, keeping their distance. Kira writing things down, Lorius almost sobbing in terror as this is all happening to Cyanus. So, as you open the sarcophagus, you see a dead form wrapped in very old linens. The linens themselves appear to be in good condition. It is very much a human form. And on its person is a beautiful breastplate. As the firelight is dancing off of their breastplate, reflecting the light up onto everybody's faces, glancing down at this. You realize you are looking at the body of Xander Hourath, first Dragon Lord.
Yeah, Lycus is in absolute awe, just stunned at the gravity of the situation here.
And then the silence is broken.
Of course.
Come to pay your respects, have
this
you?
fucker.
You glance over and you see that same hulking Minotaur figure in the doorway. Shield, giant axe, skulls ringed around his neck, black horns barely fitting through the door. Let me see if I can run this. Should be able to. And I can. Okay. So, Minotaur steps in the room. Well, what do you think of your great hero, Xander the Conqueror?
There's no right answer.
Xander the Murderer?
There's no right answer to that question.
There is a right answer. Just because you don't have the backbone to stand for it doesn't mean it does not exist. All you skin bags are the same. My tribe is gone. I cannot rest. I am cursed here because he slaughtered my people, enslaved my family, and bound us to this cursed place. I spit on his bones as I will crush yours. And everybody roll for initiative.
Do you want rest?
You're welcome to say that.
We
You're
will
welcome to
give
say
you
that.
rest.
Yeah. Okay. Let me roll this. We rolled shitty.
That was a nat 20 on my initiative.
Oh,
My curse has
man.
been broken.
There you go. That's good. All right. So
I also got a nat 20.
good.
And I'm gonna try something real fucking dumb. I already
Your dex
fucking
is
died
higher
today.
than mine, so you go first.
I already
Alright,
died
so-
today. I'm not afraid to fucking die again.
Oh,
20 to
don't-
25.
24.
21.
What was that range?
20 to 25.
Oh.
Why? Okay, 15 to
I
20.
just misheard. I got an 18.
I know where you're at.
7.
7. What's your dex mod?
My dex mod is 1.
Oh, for Lorius. Alright. So, Science, as you are catching your breath in the corner, this large, hulking beast of a Minotaur comes in again. You're maybe 10 feet away from him. What are you going to do?
I whip out my loot.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use one of my racial spells.
Okay.
How's about this? You give me a wisdom save.
That is 16.
Okay, never mind.
What were you trying?
I was gonna try suggesting.
Doing
That
the
was
same
clever.
thing.
That's clever. Maybe Josh will get luckier. That's good.
What was
Alright.
your suggestion? What would I have
was
heard
gonna
you
say.
say?
I was
I was
gonna
gonna say, what would I have heard you say out loud?
I would have suggested.
Because he would have had to say it. He would have had to say it.
Yeah, I
That's fair.
technically would have had to say it.
You're good.
So I whip out my loot and I'm like, I strum it and I'm just like, you'll help us through this labyrinth safely.
I will do no such thing. Anything else, Sinus?
And then I'll just dodge.
Okay, so you're dodging. You're up.
Euron just watched one of her friends die and then get brought back to life. She is very angry, so longsword out. She's going to try and carve the Minotaur and be like, you're sad, yeah. How about you have a nice new smile?
Go for it.
Do I know how I got these scars?
15?
15 is not a hit.
Shit. Okay, one more time. A little better. 17?
17 is not a hit.
Right.
He has a massive gold shield with a lion head on it. He slams around with his horns, knocking your sword out of the way. He brings his shield up, blocks a second attack. Anything else?
No, that is it. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, Lycus, you're up.
Yeah, I'm also going to do a suggestion, and that's exactly what I was looking at, his shield. And I'm going to cast suggestion, need DC 14 wisdom save. And I'm going to suggest to him that that shield is really heavy. I think you could agree that it would be best for you to just unstrap that and just toss it over here behind us all. To unburden yourself.
That is a 10. So let me...
So it says I suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and to magically influence the creature. If he cannot be charmed, he is immune.
Okay.
I make the wording in a manner which sounds reasonable. Makes a saving throw. If failed save, it pursues the course of action I described to the best of my ability, or to the best of its ability. Once the spell ends, once the subject finishes what it was asked to do. It's pretty much I wanted to disarm the shield and throw it across the room towards us, behind us, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
So that'll spend its action.
Okay. Is that it?
That and yeah. I don't know everyone's health. I can't see. There's no DDB on. Is anyone like really, really, really bad?
You're the worst off.
Oh, no, I'm good. What are you telling me? Oh, that's right. It's still on YouTube, Twitch. Okay. No, we're good. I'm good here.
Okay.
I'm gonna get away from it. I don't know how close he is to me.
I will say that... Alright, so it busted in the room. You were about 10 feet in front of it. Science was about 10 feet off to its right side. And then next to you was Euron and Aina. They had just moved the sarcophagus lid off. And then further to that direction was Kira and Lorius. So right now you're about 10 feet in front of him.
Oh, well, then I'm gonna run the hell away.
Okay, so you run over as far as you can get, which would be over there by Kira and Lorius.
Right, to the opposite wall.
You got it. All right. Lorius is up, and he is going to cast Sacred Flame. So he lets out some arcane words and throws his fist towards Graxus. Graxus fails to save. That is going to be, ooh, damn, 7 radiant damage as he gets lit up. All right. So Lorius is done. Graxus is up. I don't need no stinking shield. Throws it across it, frisbees across the room, slams into the wall, gets stuck there. And that was his action. And he is going to move into the room. He is now within striking distance of, within 5 feet of you, Cyanus, because you didn't move, right?
No, I kind of just was there.
So because of his size, he is within striking distance of you and Aina, who is closest. And then a little bit further away, like 5-10 feet away, is Euron. And then much further away on the opposite side of the sarcophagus is the other 3. But he is within striking distance of both of you. Aina, you're up. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna kind of just be like, look, you just saw us take the lid off. Do you really think we're here to pay respects? Like, let's just calm down. Like, tell me your story. I'm like trying to talk him down from the edge over here.
Okay. You have previously fought him. So I would say make a persuasion check, probably with disadvantage. But I'm not going to make that take your action.
I rolled a nat 1. So.
Nat 1. Okay.
Can you please stop?
I will drink your blood from your skull.
Oh yeah, you won't. But okay, so you said that wasn't my action, right?
That was not your action.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing at him with my great axe. Does a 15 hit? It doesn't hit, right?
15. Well, let me drop his AC, but no, it does not hit. He doesn't
Okay,
have a shield anymore.
swing again. And I rolled a 2, so nope.
No. Slamming across stone. Great axes going to work against each other. Is that it, Ina?
Yeah, I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Then that's a yes.
Alright, Sinus, you're up.
Alright, wow, this would be a lot easier if I had a map.
You're 5 feet from him. You have about 10 feet behind you, and there's a wall, and along that wall, which is like a left to right wall, along that wall is Lorius, Kira, and Lycus. On the opposite side of the sarcophagus from you is Ina, who is also face to face with Praxis the Minotaur, and then Euron, who is by the other edge of the sarcophagus a little bit ways away.
Alright, I'm gonna move towards the edge of the room, and then I'm going to toss a spear at him again.
Okay, so he's within 5 feet of you. So you're gonna bonus action disengage and toss a spear, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna back up towards where Lorius and Lycus and them are?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Go for it.
Yeah, nat 20, boy.
Go for it.
Alright, so... Fuck. What was it? Let's see. Since Ina's already beside him, that's base 12, another 24, so that's already 36 damage, just from the crit.
Okay.
Let's see what the other damage is. So 36, 42, 44, 50, 53, 55, 56 damage.
56 damage. Holy shit. Nice.
Yeah.
Do that math real quick. Hold on. So Grimstalker flies out, punches a hole straight through his chest, comes out the other side, blood starts spurting on the ground behind him, making the floor slick. It spins around, comes back into your grasp. He howls out in agony and rage. Is that it?
Yeah.
How the fuck?
I've got a lot of fucking math clocks on that one.
So with that, he is going to take one legendary action, and he is going to... Well, he could either move or lash out. He really wants to move. I'll roll a d20. 10 under as he moves. 11 or not, he attacks. 18, he attacks. So he's going to attack at Ina. That is going to be a...
If I am nearby Ina, I will use protection.
So for you, I mean, I'll allow it because there's no map. There would be a little bit of space, but it's not a big deal.
Okay.
So it's a 7 and a 13. I'm going to use the 7. 7 plus... That's a 15 to hit, Ina?
Yep.
I'm sorry. It would have been 16 anyway. 16 to hit? Okay. So that is... And you are raging, right?
Yes.
Good. 22 halved, 11 slashing damage to you.
Okay.
Alright, so that's 1 this round. Alright, Sinus, you were done, right?
Yep.
If not, I shouldn't have done that yet. Okay, you're up.
I'm gonna go for that nice, lovely looking hole in his chest.
Okay. If you want to get melee range, you're gonna have to go around Ina. Otherwise, you can go.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Ranged attack.
No, I will go around Ina and keep my sword out.
Okay, so both of y'all are fighting Graxus at the foot of the sarcophagus right now, and everybody else is stacked up near the head, about 10 feet away.
I can live with that. Dirty 20.
All right, it's a hit.
And that is 6 damage.
All right.
And I'm gonna go one more time. That is 16.
16. Nice. At this point, you see between the hole in his chest and the long swords, 16 is your attack roll?
16 was my attack. My second attack roll
that was
for
a miss.
9.
That was a miss.
16 was a miss? Okay.
Yep. But he's getting bloody now. He is... You guys have done a lot of damage really quick. He does not like it. Is that it for you?
No, I'm just gonna grin at him and just be like, I'm sure you're tired, and you're ready to rest after so long guarding. And I'll gesture sort of towards him and say, we'll help put you to rest. Lay down your heavy fucking burden.
All right. With that, he's going to take a second legendary action and attack you. And that is a 17 to hit.
Misses.
Nice. The great axe comes around, narrowly dodge out of the way.
Hurt?
Oh my god, she all feisty today, y'all.
She just watched a friend die. She is angry.
As he screams in your face, spit and blood and snot's coming out of his nostrils and his mouth all over you. You see his yellow cracked teeth. Lycus, you're up.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and heat metal this weapon of his.
Go for it.
But I'm going to do a level 3. So it's going to be 3d8. Use my second level 3 slot.
Nice.
So it's 3d8, and obviously I need a DC 14 con save.
That was natural 20, 25.
That's fine. He holds on to it. He'll have disadvantage on the attack and ability checks, and he has 12 fire damage.
Okay.
And I'm just going to yell at him, drop the fucking axe.
You got it. I won't do no such thing! Alright. So. Lorius is up. He is going to hold off from doing anything crazy. He's going to do Sacred Flame again. He rolled a freaking 19 to save, so nothing on Sacred Flame. The Minotaur is up. So you see him slowly start to back away from Euron. Ina and Euron, you can both get opportunity attacks on him.
Okay.
With pleasure. Ooh.
I rolled a 13.
13's a miss.
25.
25's a hit.
Holy shit! 11.
11. Nice.
And because of Sentinel, he can't move.
Because it's an opportunity attack, right?
Opportunities attack. Yeah. Speed reduced to 0.
Nice. Okay, so he doesn't move back. You bring your longsword around, slam into his leg. He stumbles for a second, and then wheels around with his great axe. First swing is going to be a dirty 20 against you, Euron.
That hits.
And the second one is going to be a 19 against you, Euron.
Both of those hit.
It's 2 attacks. Let's see. First one does... God damn. 22 slashing damage.
Ow.
Second one does 16 slashing damage. Ina, you're up.
Okay, I am going to attempt to hit him.
Go for it.
First one does not hit.
Okay.
Second one is a crit.
Nice.
So, for 11 plus 12, 23?
23? Nice.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh, and because it was a crit, then I get to hit again because of my thing.
You do. You do.
Does a 16 hit him?
16 does not hit.
Okay. Then I
His
miss.
turn. So his turn just passed, so he's got his legendary actions back. He's going to need the first one to counterattack you. And that is a 13 to hit. I know.
No, that does not hit me.
Okay. One legendary action. Great Axe comes around. Both Great Axes flying through the air, slamming. Chunks of stone flying. Rage and spit coming off of him in all directions. The skulls clanging against each other with every strike. You finish your attacks. He counters. You dodge out the way. And then you feel this chill permeate throughout the room. It clutches at each of your souls before subsiding into a more neutrally warm feeling. And you see the wrapped corpse of Xander rise, sitting up in his sarcophagus, standing, and all of the wrappings slowly falling away around him. Praxis himself stops and stares at the corpse, Great Axe clutched tightly, rage and fury twisted across his face. Xander glances around the room for a moment, looks at Praxis, holds out his left hand, and the Great Axe flies from Graxis directly into Xander's hands. He looks over to you, Ina, hands it out to you.
Okay. I will take it. I feel really weird about that. I'll take it though.
Okay. So let's see.
Did offer it to you.
Yeah, but he like took it from the guy. I don't know.
So you have the Axe of Xander. It does not currently have, well, I mean, it's not identified or tuned, so it doesn't matter, but that's the item that you picked up. Graxis flies into a rage at this and lashes out with his horns at the corpse of Xander, who kind of ethereally just shifts out of frame for a moment, comes back into place after the danger has passed. Top of the order, Cyanus, you are up.
You ready to stand down, big boy?
I would rather die!
Alright.
Then perish.
Pretty much, yeah. Alright. Come on, 20. 23.
23's a hit.
Alright. So, 9. 11. 17. 18. 24.
24?
Yep.
Nice. Alright, Grimstalker flies out, wham, punches through his shoulder, spins around, comes back to the other side, comes through the other shoulder, coating your arm in blood as it returns to your grasp. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay, you're up.
I'm gonna take a moment. I want to look at Xander and just go, if he dies, will he die completely? If we kill him?
He turns his head to acknowledge your statement, but he makes no sound or any other gesture
Looking
to
for
indicate
nods,
anything.
a nod or a shake.
Yeah, he doesn't give any type of affirmation or negation. He just looks at you. Completely blank look on his face.
I will take that as a yes, which I hope. I think this man he has served his purpose. And then sword, and I will try and go at him again.
Go for it.
That's a nat 1.
Okay, that's a miss.
Oh, there we go. That one isn't. 23.
23 is a hit.
Ooh, yay, for 10.
Nice. Longsword lashes out, leaving a wicked-looking cut across his left bicep, trailing down to his forearm. Rips his arm back in agony. Anything else?
I'm going to use my bonus action because ow, my everything. And I am going to use my second wind.
Okay, you got it.
Where did you go? Ooh, there we go. So that's 14 back to me. So now it's 16.
Nice. All right.
And that's it.
Lycus, you're up.
I'm gonna pull out my loot and I'm gonna fire off a. No, you know what? I'm gonna play him a very unhappy tune, and I'm gonna go for the vicious mockery here. In a sense, just kind of see if I can't disrupt his attacks. DC, something like that. DC 14 Wisdom save, please.
He failed. 1.
Awesome. 2d4 psychic damage. He's going to take 5, and he has disadvantage on the next attack.
Got it. Anything else, buddy?
No, that's it. Other than I'm just going to stare incredulously at this fucking Xander ghost ethereal thing. Oh, and I dropped the heat metal from the axe that Julie is holding. I'm choosing not to keep it popped.
You got it. All right. This Graxus is going to take his second legendary action. He's going to lash out with a gore attack at Huron, and that is going to be a 17 to hit. That hit?
Misses.
It misses. Good. All right. So Horn comes around, slams to the shield, bucks you up against the stone wall. You feel it pressing for a second. You slam the shield up. The Horn hits the wall before he recoils. He's focused in on you and Ina pretty good here. Lorius is up. He sees you're probably pretty messed up, right? You're on. I think you've taken probably the most damage so far. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I got knocked down. I got knocked down to 2 health, and then I've now popped up to that. 16,
all right, and Ina, how are you looking?
Look messy.
Might.
You're right. Okay. So Lorius is going to skirt past everybody. You see him look over the sarcophagus. He sees Euron over there, bloody, wounded, getting the horns of Graxus slamming into the wall all around her. He darts past the sarcophagus, kind of squeaks between Graxus's legs, and dives in the corner next to Euron and grabs hold of her arm, and he is going to heal her for 6 health. That's his last spell slot. Cure wounds to you. All right. Minotaur is up. So you said disadvantage. Was that his next attack, or was that that would have been the opportunity attack that missed against Euron anyway, right? Was it the next attack, or was it everything till the top of the round?
Oh, let me double check. Let me double check that as far as his turn.
I just want to make sure I don't screw you guys up.
It just says have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its turn. So okay. Yeah, that would be the opportunity as well.
Okay, so that would have been a legendary action attack against Euron. He missed that, so he's going to take regular attack rolls. So he is going to, let's see, he's going to lash out at Euron. I'm rolling to see who's attacking, and then Ina, and then Ina. All right, so first gore attack is going to be a 23 to hit Euron.
Yep, that hits.
And that is going to be 14 piercing damage.
14, you said?
14 piercing damage. He slams gore into you and shakes his head viciously left to right. I need a strength saving throw from you, please.
Let me just make sure that's marked. Jesus Christ. 18.
18. All right, so you're able to stay on your feet. The head comes back around at Ina, and that's going to be a 21 to hit Ina.
Yep.
2d8. Oh god, that was garbage. 7 halves, so 3 piercing damage in the first gore attack, and the second one's a natural 20. So 27 halves is 13 piercing damage with the second gore attack to you, Ina.
Okay.
All right. So he is done. Legendary actions recharge. Ina, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to swing at him, but I'm going to ask him what god he prays to. So 25 to hit.
It's a hit.
For 4 damage. Oh no, 6 damage because I'm raging.
All right, you got it.
Let's swing again. I'm not gonna hit. 14's not gonna hit, right?
14 does not hit, no.
Okay, I'm still waiting to answer for who he prays to.
I pray to no gods. They're all worthless garbage sacks. He doesn't like the gods at all. Like
Then
any
to
of them.
what titan?
Titans. The Titans are the ones who cursed us in the first place, turned us into these beasts. They can all go to Hades.
He's just really, really, really unhappy right now.
He's really angry.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that it, Ina?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Cyanus, you're up.
All right. Yeah, just from like where I am, I'm just gonna keep tossing it at him.
Go for it.
That's a 28.
28 hits.
Done. So, that's 12, 17, 19, 24, and 25 damage.
25 damage. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so describe your first attack.
Alright, so as I'm like throwing it out, because he looks pretty ragged at this point, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, right. So as I'm throwing it, I'm like, this one's for Valis. Throw it out, and I aim it at like his jugular.
Flies through the air, slams the jugular on one side. Grimstalker wheels around the room, reflecting in the torchlight, comes back to your hand. He stumbles over to the side, places a hand on the sarcophagus, and starts lurching towards you with Ina behind him, bringing her great axe down and slashing him in the back. He's coming at you now. What are you going to do?
Grimstalker already came back to me.
Yep.
I'm gonna use it to like pole vault off of the sarcophagus. So I'm like flipping over the Minotaur, and I'm gonna go for like a plunging hit, basically down his spine.
Okay. So you fly through the air, bring Grimstalker down, it catches him above the shoulder blade, you ride it down, ripping a giant vertical slice in his back muscle. He stumbles onto the ground, turns to look at you, and clambers for you towards his feet, seeking to grab his horn right into your gut. You dodge out of the way and you see an opening.
Tell Lutheria I said hi. And then I'll like grab his horn and shove it through on the other side. Or shove my spear through on the other side, yeah.
Slams through, his body twitches violently for a moment before going suddenly stiff and still. As the blood drips down the tip of Grimstalker onto the ground, you rip it out, let go of his horn, he collapses in this giant sack of bloody Minotaur meat. He stops breathing, and everything goes deathly silent.
Hey guys, I found the beef.
It was A for effort. A for effort.
Shut up.
Loved it.
As the corpse of Graxus the Minotaur lies, taking up a huge portion of the room, blood spilling forth from his neck and head area, especially where these kill strokes were landed that finally put him down. You witness Xander slowly silently walk towards the wall where Graxus threw the shield. He effortlessly places his hand upon it and pulls it free, and glides back over where Cyanus is standing over the corpse of Graxus, and hands you the shield of Vulcan. Turning now to Euron. He steps forward silently, taking in your presence for a moment. He reaches up and unstraps 2 buckles from his ethereal breastplate, and as he removes it, you see it takes form. Golden, shining, glorious. And he offers you the breastplate of Mitros. He silently turns and looks across the room at your friend Lycus. He drifts over slowly, and as he walks, he places his hand over the sarcophagus. And as he gets within arm's reach of Lycus, you see this splendid crown rise up from within. Floating in the air, he takes his hands, puts them around the crown, and gently places it on Lycus's head.
This is the last thing we need, Lycus wearing a crown.
My spectacles turn gold. Like, my eyes just go golden. Like...
He offers you the crown of the Dragon Lords.
Oh, bitches inside!
And with that, Xander Hourath, first of the Dragon Lords,
I was gonna say first of his name.
lies back down in his sarcophagus. And with a small motion of his hand, the lid slides back into its place so he can resume his eternal slumber. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Woo.
So, congratulations everybody. You are now level 6. So we are going to pick up again next week, 7 days from now, 8 p.m. Central. Thank you everybody who spent time with us tonight. I hope you had a good time chatting and enjoying watching us play this game and all that great stuff. If you haven't checked out Discord, please do that. Twitter, YouTube, we have all that stuff, all different ways to interact, archives, website, you name it. So it's late. I hope everybody sleeps well, and until we see you either Sunday for Fantasy Crafts or Wednesday for Mastering the Dungeon or next Friday, we love you all. Be happy, be safe, and keep having fun with each other. We'll see y'all next time.